Hey, Gare Bear. Should I tell the funny story of what happened to me earlier or wait till Skype?
I'd wait till there and we're live.
Oh, this would have been the greatest opening ever.
Oh, it sucks. So, anyways,
Oh,
well, greetings, one and all. Welcome back to the network exclusively here on the film review. You know what? No, this ain't the proper intro to do it because last episode, the intro wasn't really all that exciting.
okay, who's got a goddamn motherfucking jungle in their room? This ain't Jumanji.
Nor George of the Jungle, nor Tarzan. Okay, so, anyways, while I was interrupted from my shows that I had to watch while I was watching earlier, I apologize if I was a little late.
Yeah, you and your fucking porn.
Well, I like watching my program. So, anyways, folks, welcome to another.
Would you shove that up your fucking butt?
Anyways, greetings, one and all. Welcome back to the network exclusively here on the Film Reviews channel. And, folks, you all know what this program is. The program itself is your favorite weekly night episodic running marathon program of the show that everyone thinks is shitty, which means it's good. And that is none other than Flicks with the Dicks. This is episode number 37. By the way, before we even bother getting into our silly introductions, there's one thing I have to show to you all, and I think you all are going to like it. I truly believe so.
We better fucking like it if you're going to claim it that it's really good, Mr. Gabba.
I think you guys are gonna like it. So before I even bother, I'm gonna shut off my camera real quick because I gotta share screens. You folks will not believe what we got. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we got ourselves a brand new logo for Flicks with the Dicks that I want to showcase to you.
Oh, yes. And thanks to...
I'll get to that as soon as I showcase. So folks, here is the brand new logo for Flicks with the Dicks.
Yay!
Look how pretty that is. Now, the whole border background, the reason why it's a theater now, all I did was just copy this and paste it on.
Give me a second. You and your goddamn fucking monkey sounds. Enough of your mating call. Okay.
Basically, what I did was I just took I just copied this and just pasted it on the background. So I didn't really do anything at all. The reason why I presented it like this, or wanted to take the logo and put it in the theater background, just to fill up the whole thumbnail screen and make it more like a movie relevant.
You must have had to make a very precise crop.
In a way, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's look at this real quick. So folks, this here is the legit Flicks with the Dicks logo, and none other than our buddy from Australia, Mr. Danny Z.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one. I asked him kindly if you can make a Flicks with the Dicks logo, and he can do whatever he wants. And you know what? This kid's got himself imagination when it comes to, creating artwork. I mean, he's got himself some good shit, man.
He's more of he's the type of artist where he's more into the cartoon vibe. Like he did All of Us, and especially our antagonists, and they were funny as fuck, man.
Personalities and stuff. He did the Mr. Garrison Mr. Garrison and Friends characters as well.
Yeah, he did.
That was great. By the way, I was thinking about bringing a new character to the network, but I don't think. Well, actually, yes, I am bringing a new character to the network, but we'll get to that pretty soon. But before we get to that character, let's just talk about the logo real quick. See, right here, this is an animation style. Danny Z used his imagination, since the show's all about movies. He did it in his own creative way and made an outstanding Flicks with the Dicks logo, and I couldn't be more than happy with the result of how this looks, especially the creativity and what he did to make this. It didn't even take him long to make, and he did an amazing job. So this is our official Flicks with the Dicks logo. Unlike the thumbnail that I usually use, this is it. This is the official logo right here, and Danny Z, when you watch this episode, you're a good kid, man, and I thank you so much.
Hell yeah. I told you Aussies are badasses. And yes, this episode is brought to you by Mountain Dew. Do the do.
Fuck Dew.
You piece of poo. All right.
Fuck the Dew.
Don't you fucking don't you dare talk shit about Mountain Dew, goddammit. Why? Because it's a Pepsi product.
Motherfucker, dude, I had Pepsi earlier. Well, I didn't drink this, but you know what I mean.
Then you should like Mountain Dew. It's a Pepsi product.
I like Mountain Dew, but I don't want to end up with kidney stones, so...
This doesn't give you kidney stones.
Ask Andrew Hayes. He got it from Mountain Dew. He'll tell you. By
the way, Ryan O'Toole, how you doing? But hey, are you related to Peter O'Toole? Just thought. Just curious. Okay. All right. Hey, he was Lawrence of Arabia. God damn it.
But anyways, folks, before we get to the official introductions, just one more announcement. And like I said, I promised last episode this is gonna be a weekly supporting. It's gonna be a weekly supporting of promotion for this particular show. But every single Wednesday night at around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Diego Coya's channel, stay tuned for the MTVM podcast, which is music, video games, television, and movies. They all go through different varieties of stuff relating into those 4 things. And yeah, hosted by none other than Mr. Diego Coy himself, Mr. Andy Hayes, and 00599 himself. So
speaking of 009, you know what he said? He goes, "Welcome to the MTMN podcast, the best podcast around." That's right. Fuck flicks with the dicks. I was laughing. I thought that was the funniest thing.
I'll just say welcome to Flicks with the Dicks, episode number 37, the best show around. Fuck the MTVN podcast. Yeah, how do you like that, motherfucker? I can play that game too.
I would say this. Fuck MTV now.
Yeah, fuck modern MTV, dude.
Thank you very much.
But yeah, folks, on a serious note, support the MTVM podcast, and every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. on Diego Coy's channel, hosted by those 3 guys. So,
would you like to lick some of my nuts?
Fuck your nuts. Now,
no, look, dry salty peanuts.
I don't want no nuts. Now, folks, also, there's one more thing I got to talk. Now, as for my topics tonight, I'm just going to get straight down to business before these guys do their thing. Here's what I got in store for you all tonight for my topics. I don't have much, but first off, with what I got planned, I got news that the writer, here's what I got. The writer for Catwoman is finally admitting that water is wet, which is the fact that he's finally admitting that it's a bad movie with zero relevance, so I'm going to be going over that. I got 2 lists I'm going to be going over. 10 actors whose careers were hurt by playing as villains. And 10 best and 10 worst DC movies ever made according to Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay, that's Rotten Tomatoes. That's just going to give you the ranking in terms of percentage. However, I don't know.
I'm going to go over it anyway.
Yeah.
Also, I got another Hollywood stories from Mr. Garrison. The relationships of Marilyn Manroe this time.
Oh,
so I mean, it's not like a full in-depth detail about the last one, but I'll try and give a little description of my own knowledge without doing any research from what I know. At least I'm sure these guys will as well.
I got three letters: JFK
and RFK too.
Yeah,
now there is one more topic that I like to bring up, and knowing me, folks. I think you all are getting sick and tired of hearing this particular topic, but you know what? I've said it once, and I'll say it again till the day it happens, because let me just put in detail that this is
pull up your pants, Gary. Goddamn, boy.
This is just something that I want to happen so bad. Exactly. Now, as for my topic, I got more news relating to.
Let me guess. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
I thank Hunter Hughes for helping me get some more information. As soon as I saw this dude, he fucking tickled my butthole pink. I got more news about Bill and Ted 3.
If it's really pink, you should go see someone to get that checked out. Either that or get anal bleaching. It helps.
And also, now by the end
Lucas, he'll tell you.
By the end of the show, I happen to have another story I'm going to share with you all by the end of this program. And let's just say this story happened today, and oh my god, it was.
Yeah, I don't know.
Forrest Gump much?
Forrest Gump. Oh,
oh my god, you folks will love it. But anyways, yeah, that's all for me. So, gentlemen, go ahead and do your thing.
He's got a fucking sound system. What the fuck is that thing made from Mattel?
No, it's made from Play School.
This is something.
Hey, I could just see Brett just pushing that fucking lawnmower with the balls that pop in that globe. Oh, it's my beauty.
That's funny, man.
Okay, Brett, you can go ahead. I want to shut the fuck up.
Okay. So, folks, this right here is a sound machine My sister gave me this, the day before we went on a cruise. Well, we went on the cruise, and this gave me an idea. I am no longer going to use a 1 to 10 scale in terms of ratings, because even though I've been doing that for years, I think that is the most basic way of scoring an overall film.
You want to know?
Well, it's better than out of 4 stars.
That's true, because the 4 stars rating doesn't really make sense to me.
No, not me either.
So I decided to do what Categories and Jeremy Johnson do by, just innovating a bit with ratings by having this little sound machine here. And so this is what I'm deciding to do. If I see a movie that I actually love so much, is incredible, absolutely amazing, and perfect by all means, you'll hear this sound. That deserves a round of applause.
So you're basically the Fred Norris of Flicks with the Dicks. You don't know who Fred Norris is? Fred from the Howard Stern Show. He does sound effects and whatnot. He's awesome.
And Jesus Christ. And if I see a film that is still an incredible film, you'll hear this. I think that's absolutely amazing. And if I see a movie that is definitely worth the price of admission, you'll hear this sound.
Ooh! Whenever I think of that song, I think of Pink Floyd's Money.
Oh.
You like that, didn't you, Gary, you motherfucker?
And if I see a film that is just... If I see a film that is not really one of the best movies of the year, but still a satisfying movie, you'll hear this sound when I hit the light bulb sound. A movie that is just actually really entertaining. Now, here's where I get to some mediocre stuff. If I see a movie that's just an all-around disappointing, or it's just meh at best, you'll hear this sound. If there's a movie that was a total failure, you'll hear this sound. And if there's a film that just makes you want to shoot the film, that just deserves a bullet to the face, you'll hear this sound. And if there's a movie that's just overall shit in general, you'll hear this sound. So,
I fucking fart.
What? Someone farted?
No, this is the sound. This is the sound you hear if I review a movie that is just total shit from beginning to end.
Hey, Gary. Huh? I'm just gonna. I'm not gonna. Just gonna say these 2 words. Ready? Honey bear. Count Victor, how you doing? Wait, my beauty, Jose. If you were my beauty, trust me, you will never look at sex the same again.
You should have fucking been there.
I wish I was busy. God almighty.
Oh, and here's these 2 particular buttons that are for certain genres. If I review a comedy movie that's just laugh out loud hilarious, you'll hear this sound.
Oh, okay, like the 1980s, 1990s televised sitcoms in front of a live studio audience.
And if I review a movie that is absolutely scary, a horror movie that truly is scary, you'll hear this sound.
You know what? That's kind of funny, because that's exactly the same sound I made when I saw The Witch, except it wasn't scary. It bored me.
That was the first time. That was the sound I made when I first saw Lucas the first time in person.
That was me when I saw him with his shirt off. I was like, damn, look at him titties!
Actually, no joke. When I saw Lucas in person, I was literally waiting at the main entrance of the Mandalay Bay, and I knew it was Lucas when I said, "Hey, Gary! I knew that was Lucas right away.
Hi, Gary. Hurry. He's walking like a penguin.
I knew it was Lucas right away when he said my name.
Like that. Oh, by the way, yeah.
That's the proper attire.
Is he even in this? He's going to be. See a cougar? You be quiet. All right.
Okay, and no. First off, Billy Robinson. This is the sound I would make if I were to talk about the Cat in the Hat. Anyways,
that relates to my story. I have to tell.
So anyway, folks. So yeah, this right here. This is my new rating system. I hope you like it. Goodbye, generic 1 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 5 out of 10 rating for good.
Nah, I'm still using the 5 scale rating. Why? Because I'm a basic white bitch.
Well, like I said, I judge things as a whole, and I use multiple scales, so to keep things fresh.
Yeah, the weight scale. I like it. Yeah, the weight.
Wait, what? Wait, what, Gary?
Yeah,
What you say there, bro?
Yeah, the weight scale more like it. Hey, I got a fat joke. What is Tubby's favorite song by the Beatles? I Am the Walrus. Cuckoo Cachoo.
What the fuck is cuckoo cachoo? Oh my God in heaven! I walked into that one. Hey Gary! Hey Gary! Hey Gary! Oh my God! Hey Gary! Yeah, I'm gonna say cuckoo cachoo when I see them big bosoms. Bosom!
Oh fuck, man, that's funny. Oh, okay, go ahead.
So anyway, folks. All right, folks. This is Mario Fan 3, and here's something new you won't see on Flicks of the Dicks. I'm standing while discussing topics with y'all.
Why are you shaking your titties?
Still sit on their fat asses.
You know how he's playing those gorilla noises? I was like, well, he is Donkey Kong after all. There's his mating call. Watch out, he's gonna throw a bear at you! Wait, I give it a perfect 8 out of 10. No, it's a perfect 5 out of 7.
Anyways, I'm back from my weekly cruise trip. It was fun and exciting. And you know what else is exciting? We are planning another one this upcoming summer.
You go on wait. Tubby and Gary's best song is Bob the Builder. Episode 88. Okay, when you went on your cruise, did you go on like a 3, 4? The one I went on, to me, it's the perfect time. The 7-day cruise. That's which one I went on.
Yeah, we went on a 4-day cruise trip. I don't know how long.
That's kind of short, to be honest with you, because I think 7 is like the perfect time.
Although we are planning to go to Alaska this upcoming summer, so I don't know how long this could be. But anyway, you don't like what, Gary? You don't like what, Gary?
I don't like boats.
Okay, I'm going to tell you this right now. Don't go on a cruise, especially if you're going out in the ocean, because there's going to be like a day or two straight when you go out and you'll see nothing but seawater.
It's all right.
And especially at night, dude, at night, you can't see a goddamn thing because it is pitch black.
It's all right. I have no plans on going on a boat anyway.
Hey, Gary, a boat!
I'm okay. I'm all right, with traveling on a plane once in a while. I don't like planes either, and I was on a plane, and I don't like
fucking planes, man. Fuck that shit.
I thought a plane was going to be fun, but it turns out to be boring as shit.
Exactly, but then again, would you rather? You're from. Oh, you had what did you depart from your boat?
Long Beach.
Oh my God, that plane ride must have been fucking brutal.
No, we didn't fly. We drove. We drove there.
Wait. Long Beach. Am I thinking of the same Long Beach as you are?
Yeah, Long Beach, California, close to LA.
My bad.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking dumb. I was thinking of Long Beach, Florida.
Well, there's 2 Long Beaches, so it's all right.
I know. It's like, wait, if you drove to fucking Florida, that's like a week long drive.
But anyway.
Wait. Oh, hey, what's up, MC Deadpool? And you be quiet. That's just for a head start. Okay.
All right. So what topics I have? I have some Blu-rays to show you. And,
Blu-Ray Brett. Why? Because fuck Blu-ray Dan. I'm still saying it to this day. Because he's an asshole.
I also have a certain topic I want to discuss that MC Deadpool, credit to him, wants me to discuss. I read it on the Facebook under that post that you made, Jerome, and MC Deadpool wanted me to talk about it.
Oh, I know.
I suppose I could. And I have my first movie of 2018 to talk about. And what a great first movie of 2018 to start with.
Uh-oh. Is it what I think it is?
All I have to say is, thank God it's over.
Yeah! I saw it too. I saw it earlier today.
And he and I are going to do it.
Holy shit!
We're both going to discuss it together.
Well, partially. And I have another film to go over, but as you were, Mr. Brady Boo.
And that is all I got, mates. So, Jerome, you go ahead and discuss. You go over your topics.
Brady Boo, his titties are made of goo goo. I knew. Look at Gary. Look at Gary. His tits are made of goo goo. What the fuck? Was it a shotgun? Who are you, Doom guy? All right. Good evenings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 37 of Flicks with the Dex. Introducing Blu-Ray Brett, Super Mario Fan 03, Brett Greer. Remember that bet we still had?
Oh my god, it's beautiful outside.
Gary, be quiet.
I'm looking at nature! Fuck you!
Well, fuck nature. Nature made me
No,
cold as ice.
Nature's beautiful! Fuck you!
Why don't you make a painting out of it? You know Gary Ross.
Oh,
and
Gary
of
Ross.
course, Deadpool, not MC Deadpool. Deadpool's Gary Ross, who was fun. That was funny, by the way. And we have the young, yes, that's Mr. Garrison, and yours truly, Ribbleaway J Money, and I have a plethora.
No, it's the Apizzle 90 in the chat.
Oh, it's it on Blu-ray. Oh no, I got some for. I saw you farting there, Gary. I got some for A Pizzle Night. He's gonna like this. You ready? I fucking hate pickles. All right.
I wasn't
Fuck
farting.
you.
What pickles are fucking net. Wait, voice of Romy. He looked like the voice of Patrick Star from SpongeBob. Oh, I said Gary Ross. Oh my god. I meant Bob Ross. Gary Ross is a filmmaker. Yeah, write that one down too. God damn it. Fucking stupid. I forgot. I need to take my pills. My pills. Oh, Gary, I'm sorry. These are not testosterone dick enlargers. No, not for you. No. Okay. Now, Billy Robinson says, oh my god. Okay, you know what Billy Robinson type that you wanted me to say? Gary.
Go ahead.
He said this. Oh my god. Wubba lubba dub dub. Fucking Billy R. Okay, and here's what I have to offer. I got my notes here. Here we go. The weekend box office from thenumbers.com. My review of Phantom Thread. Okay, I'm taking pictures of that. Wait. Austin fucking retard. Hey, no, we're the smartest retards, mind you. Wait, my beauty loves. Look at nice, silky smooth.
Or to put it more blunt, we are the Forrest Gump of retards.
Wait, I am ordering Chinese. Anybody want anything? Yeah, you for dessert, honey.
Yeah,
Silky smooth.
I'll take pork chow mein and pork fried rice.
I swear to Christ, man.
Hey, Gary, say pork chow mein.
Forrest Gump's been on my mind all day.
Say pork chow mein.
No.
God damn you, son of a bitch. Okay, I have two lists from Watch-Mojo. Thank you, Alex Meyer, for this. And it is the 10 films audiences walked out of in theaters. Wait, keep it in your pants, fat boy. Yes, my dick is fat. You should know MC Deadpool with your gaping ass. And sorry. And another one from I'm taking a picture of that, Gary. I see, Cougar. What's going on? The top 10 movies nominated. This is also from Alex Meyer. Nominated for both the Oscars and the Razzies.
I can think of a few.
And I have two other topics. Something that involves Lucas Cantwell. I will get to that in a little bit. And a fun. It's fat and thick. You better believe it. And and I got a fun topic to go over. The biggest surprise films of the decade so far. Last week I went over
a few of those as well.
I went over guilty pleasures. Gary, we ought to kick each other in the ass because there's a film that you and I forgot to mention that we both love for all the wrong reasons. Suburban Commando.
I fucking
that
love
movie is fucking hysterical. I love that movie.
I do, dude. So bad, it's brilliant.
Yeah. You cut out a little bit. What are you gonna do? You're gonna pet on my face. What are you talking about? This is the early 90s. We'll sue you. The movie's hilarious. I'm sorry. This ain't my cat. Oh. And the fucking meme. Priceless. So, having said that, we're almost at the... Yes, ma'am. May I have another, my beauty? Having said that, let's begin.
All right, whatever, ladies and gentlemen. As for the lineup for tonight, since Tubby went first last time, I'm gonna go first this time.
Yay!
Switch between myself and Fat Man, who's gonna go first, who's gonna go second. But for this time, I'm going first. So, folks, as for my topics for you all, the one I'm going to say for last is the one that I'm going to pry and do my best not to go on and on and on about. And you know me, I never shut the fuck up about Bill and Ted. I never do. So I'm going to try within the hour span and not talk about throughout the whole episode before everyone leaves. So we're going to save that topic for last. So we're going to go first. We're going to go over is the Catwoman topic because there's really not much to discuss. So within the Catwoman topic, Halle Berry, who played as Catwoman, and I'm not gonna lie, the only positive was she was fucking sexy in that film.
Man, she looked fine as fuck in the outfit, but that's it. That's the only positive to the movie. The rest of it is beyond.
That's barely a positive. That was barely even a positive.
Oh yeah. So basically, in 2004, there was a movie called Catwoman, which was also written by a guy named John Rodgers, who helped write the script for that movie. And one person challenged Michelle Obama's praise of Black Panther after the former First Lady of the United States said the young people will finally see superheroes that look like them on the big screen. This tweet questioned why there was no importance of black representation in superheroes movies when Halle Berry played Catwoman on the big screen. I would actually before I continue reading, I would love to see a new Catwoman movie. Something that is a bit better. It can happen. I want to see a brand new Catwoman movie, something a bit better, that something goes into detail of how legitimately Catwoman got into her character. Not like that Halle Berry, because from what I know, that was completely all wrong of the original story from Catwoman.
Oh my god. And speaking of black actress slash actresses around that time for superheroes, they forgot to mention Blade and Blade 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. Mm-hmm. So anyways, John Rodgers, who was the writer of the film, explained the fallacy in comparing the two films on his Twitter account. After affirming his credentials as one of the credited writers of Catwoman, reportedly he was the sixth writer to work on the script and the first one to have completed the script by giving the green light. Rodgers declared that Catwoman was a terrible movie. Water is wet, the sky is blue. No fucking shit. So, by the way, I'm wearing a different T-shirt for once. Thank God.
And Halle Berry, when she accepted her, she actually showed up at the Razzies to accept her. Thank you, Hunter. Oh my God, Hunter, who said the same thing right off the bat. And she goes, "I like to thank the cast and the executives for casting me in this piece of shit movie." She was pretty funny.
Halle Berry literally admitted that she was fucking horrible in the film.
Yeah, she was a good sport about it. So was Sandra Bullock around the time. So.
It's funny how Halle Berry reenacted her Oscar speech, at the Razzies.
So as for her, let me get comfortable real quick. I'm wearing a different shirt for once. Ain't that surprising? First time of the year that isn't white. So getting back to what I was discussing, here's what John Rodgers said on Twitter. As one of the credited writers of Catwoman, I believe I have the same authority to say because it was a shit movie dumped by the studio at the end of the style. Let me read that again. As one of the credited writers of Catwoman, I believe I have the authority to say because it was a shit movie dumped by the studio at the end of a style cycle and zero cultural relevance either in front or behind the camera. This is a bad take. Feel shame. So he put a link in his Twitter, which I'm going to take a look at because I've not looked at it himself. So to sum up about this whole entire topic, there was just a lot of shit going on with the whole spiel, Black Panther being out, and need more African American superheroes and all that other shenanigans and all that stuff that everyone's been crediting about. So I figured now was the time and place to bring up Catwoman as a somewhat of a quote-unquote good example where clearly it was just bad.
Hey,
Since
Gary.
Catwoman wasn't a good movie whatsoever.
Hey, Gary, you're like so like from looking at you on the Google thing, you're like so out of sync when you're moving.
Because
You're talking.
It's because I'm using a shit webcam. That's why. The other one, I gotta get a new webcam soon. I don't know where the hell the other one is. I lost it somewhere, and I don't feel like finding it anyway. So I apologize. As long as you folks can hear me mostly, and as long as you folks can hear me speak thoroughly and properly while I'm presenting through the headset, as long as there's audio, that's really all that matters to me. Because hey, you don't have to look at the screen visually and stuff. I mean, it's also can be like a point.
Yeah, you got a good point.
I mean, hey, even though it's not a podcast, but if you want to treat this like a podcast and just have it in the background as a white noise and do some other things on your computer, if you want to jerk off or listen at the same time, go right ahead. And so on and so forth. So let me take a look here. All right, now, as for my next topic I got for you all, what would you all like to hear next between the two lists I got? I got the 10 best and worst DC movies according to Rotten Tomatoes, or would you like to hear the 15 actors whose careers were ruined?
I want to hear the actors.
Yeah, same.
For playing villains.
Okay.
Oh, I know what number one is. Okay, Okay, Gary, hold on a minute. I'm not going to reveal it for spoilers. Hold on a minute. I'll just type in this infamous quote.
Okay. But anyways,
hold on, Gary. Is he number one?
I don't know. Because Gary. I didn't look at the list yet.
Oh, okay. God, you were cutting really bad. I think it's your connection as well. That's probably why the lag. Okay.
It's not my connection. It's my fucking camera here. And I'm aware that my camera is complete and utter shit. So, yeah, I apologize, folks. So, as for this list between 15 actors whose careers were ruined by playing villains, number 15, Jason Isaacs as Lucius Malfoy in the Harry Potter films.
Can you repeat that again? Because you were cutting really bad.
Lucius Malfoy, who played as Draco Malfoy's father.
Ruined?
Uh-huh.
Who's making those hurt? What the hell is that list talking about?
It's 15 actors whose careers were hurt by playing villains.
But he was... What? What do you mean careers were hurt? I mean, he became well known in the Harry Potter universe. I mean, granted, he didn't do very much after, but...
Uh-huh. Basically, from the sinister Dr. from the sinister Dr. Heinrich Vollmer in A Cure for Wellness to the voice behind multiple comic book characters, including Ra's al Ghul and Lex Luthor, he has figure on the pulse on the biggest villains in the game.
Gary, you are cutting really bad, dude.
Is it video, audio?
No, it's audio.
Hey, Gary, are you on the right internet connection?
Yes, I'm on the right internet connection.
See, you're cutting again. It sounds like garbled.
What about now?
Now I don't hear him at all. Fuck.
Oh, damn.
Gary.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, your sound even worse.
Roboto
badly.
Oh.
Just a minute here, folks. Okay, now, yeah, Gary, your end is just garbled. It's like trash. And you're getting like 1 frame a second on your cam. Okay. As he's going, whoa, Gary.
Can you hear me now?
It's even worse.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I'll tell you what. While he's going through that, let me go over some of my topics just to fill in.
How about now?
Okay, that's better. That's better. Jesus Christ,
fucking
man. Holy
damn,
shit.
dude. All right, as I apologize for that, folks. Internet connection technical issues.
I'll put in the table contents.
All right. So, anyways, next one we got here. This one was a good villain. Hugo Weaving, Agent Smith in The Matrix from number 14.
God, he's one of the greatest villains ever.
He's the only character I like in those movies.
Mr. Anderson.
He's the only memorable character in the whole film. Well, that and Lawrence Fishburne to an extent.
Basically, from what it says here about why somewhat quote unquote hurt his career, because he's tired of playing as a bad guy in films, apparently.
Well, yeah, I mean that's why he's so good in Hacksaw Ridge.
He wasn't really a bad guy.
Yeah, I know. That's why. That's why he didn't. I guess you know.
He wasn't a bad guy in V or Lord of the Rings series.
Oh no.
And also, one of his earlier films, he played the Border Collie in Babe. Remember?
Yeah, that's right.
I remember that. Next up, number 13. At first, I thought this particular character was a chick at first, because of the facial form and the way this character talked, because of this parent actor talked and everything. I thought it was a girl at first, but apparently it's a dude. Jack Gleason, who played as the character Joffrey in Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. That's not a movie. That's television.
Well, it's on this list apparently, and now I've never seen Game of Thrones. I don't know what Game of Thrones is.
I don't have HBO.
I don't know what Game of Thrones is, so you folks gonna have to try and enlighten us.
Yeah,
what Game of Thrones is and its characters.
I might as well. That's not even movie related, so I have no idea.
All right, moving on. Number 12. Jeremy Irons as Scar in The Lion King.
Oh, okay.
That's a great one. I was thinking of I was thinking of
Die Hard. I was saying Die Hard 3.
No, I was thinking of his Oscar-winning role in Reversal of Fortune.
Gary, what are you doing? Gary, what are you doing?
You didn't hear that? Oh!
No, what the fuck? Oh my God, Gary! I didn't know what you're doing because, like I said, your cam is like 5 seconds lagging behind.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna keep my camera. This camera's fucking me up, so I'm gonna keep it off, right?
Oh, dude, you were cutting again. But go ahead. Now I can hear you. God damn.
Next up, number 14, another Harry Potter film, but this time it's a female. Helena Bonham Carter as
Helena Bonham
Carter.
Whatever this bitch's name is, Bellatrix.
She is Harry Potter films. She's basically Voldemort's lieutenant, and she is absolutely terrific. She was in the last few Harry Potter films.
Yes, I remember her. I've seen them. Next up, number 10, Christopher Lee as Dooku in Star Wars.
Oh, come on! Are you serious?
Really? Not the what? Okay, that hurt. That I can understand because fuck the prequels. They're fucking horrible.
Oh, they're horrible, dude. Number 9. Okay, this one right here. This one I can't really agree with. Number 9 is Robert Patrick as T-1000 in Terminator 2.
Well, when it says hurt, that's like after Terminator 2, what else is Robert Patrick known for?
In a way, I guess so. All right, next up, number 8, Charles Dance, who played as Tywin Lannister in Game of Thrones. Another Game of Thrones thing, apparently. Moving on. Well, number 7.
I agree with you with the first 2 prequels, Owen.
Oh, yeah? All right, next up, number 7. Help me if I get it wrong. Rutger Hauer as Roy Batty. Yes, Rutger Hauer as Roy Batty in Blade Runner. Rutger Hauer as Roy Batty.
Gary, hold on a second. Gary, you are cutting really bad.
Okay, you know what?
You just cut it again, dude. Shit.
God damn it.
Seriously, what the fuck is up with your internet today? Now everyone's telling me to be fucking quiet because they mentioned Blade Runner. Blade Runner. Whoa. Hey, Gary. Oh my God, dude. Gary, do you want me to take over?
His mic is off, so
yeah, I'll go over. Wait, what was that?
Hold on.
You're horrible.
Hold on.
And you got awful feedback. Oh my god, I gotta mute you, Gary. Sorry. Jesus Christ. Okay. As he's going through that, let me go over some of my topics to fill in the space there because goddamn. All right. Let's go over
How about now?
horrible.
Oh my god.
I don't know what to tell you, dude. Just let me, just let me take over from now and see if it gets better on your end because this is not working at all. All right, I'm just gonna take over the time. Okay, I'm gonna take over the time being. He might left and return the call. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go over a movie I saw. First movie is Paul Thomas Anderson's Phantom Thread. Okay. No, Attack of the Clones is the worst Star Wars film. Jesus Christ. Now, Phantom Thread, it features a guy named Mr. Woodcock, and no, not the fucking awful comedy. Played by D-Day Lewis. His final performance as a man who is, I want to say overly obsessed, but he takes his trade so professionally into a T where it's just like it's in the subconscious. That's how much he loves his work. And what does he do for a living? He makes dresses. He makes outfits for women. He's in the fashion industry, and he's one of the best well-known names in regards to making the best leotard for women, especially in the dress and the compartment. And this has affected his life to where he can't have a stable relationship. And then he meets, what is her name, Brett? Can you help me out with this?
Vicky Krieps. I think that's how you pronounce her last name.
Vicky Krieps, who looks like a young Meryl Streep.
She does.
She actually does. That was the first thing I thought of was Meryl. I was like, wow, she looks like young Meryl Streep.
Probably in Kramer versus Kramer days, I think.
Mm-hmm. That or the Deer Hunter. So Daniel Day-Lewis as Mr. Woodcock, he goes out to a dinner by himself and he meets her. She's playing as a waitress, and he sees beauty in her, to where he would love to be with her, but yet his work gets in the way between having a stable relationships. And instead of being in love with this woman, he's practically just loving the fact that she looks so good in the outfits that he has created, to where she becomes like a model for him. And that doesn't ease too well. And also Mr. Woodcock's mannerisms and personality is very strict. So, having said that, here is my thoughts on Phantom Thread. Now, I will say this right now. Daniel Day-Lewis, it sucks to see you go because this is one of the best actors in history.
Goddamn right.
He is the only man to win 3 Oscars.
And
in lead actor. Not only that, I said this before and I say it again. Daniel Day-Lewis and There Will Be Blood is one of the absolute greatest performances in motion picture history.
Goddamn right.
Now, I will say this. Do I believe he deserves to be nominated? I'm going to say no, and hear me out why. Because I think there's others that deserve it more. Like Hugh Jackman, like Andy Serkis, like James Franco. They got fucked. That's nothing to take it away from his performance, because most of the time he doesn't really say that much, but you can tell throughout his mannerisms and his overall just expressions,
right,
what he is thinking.
Exactly, and that's why I find them to be so engaging throughout this whole film. And how are you, Gary?
Get back. Get back.
Oh fuck.
We'll continue on. Anyway, we don't want to.
Oh yeah. So he is one of the best aspects I love so much about Phantom Thread. Is not Dan Lewis. Now, I'm not just saying that because it's his final role. For now it's his final role. Let's just put it that way.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Way better. Let me just.
No cutting. No, nothing.
Nothing. It must have been your webcam.
Because if this shit happens again, I can't do anything.
I understand that, but like I said, let me just go over my review of Phantom Thread, and the thing is all yours, okay? So yeah, Phantom Thread. Also, I want to say it's an interesting chemistry between Mr. Woodcock, and what's the character's name? The woman's character's name again? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Jesus.
I'm so fucking bad with names. I'm sorry, dude. I'm like horrible with names.
I just remember the actors' names in each film.
Not even set up.
Mostly.
Oh fuck, you just cut again, Gary. And basically, their chemistry and how they play off one another, it's at times very interesting, sometimes tense. Like there's some tension going on between the two.
And especially how it ends, absolutely brilliant.
How it ends, they're just like, so this is how their relationship is going to be, and how they're. It's almost like they're playing a game with each other.
So Jerome, this is the vibe I'm getting from you. Do you believe, like, for your perspective, this is better than The Master and Inherent Vice in terms of Paul Thomas?
Way fucking better. Jesus Christ, way fucking better. Because those two movies not only bore me to death, it was so uninteresting, and I was not captivated by anything. And this film, it was actually a pretty good film. Don't get me wrong. Okay, but here's the thing I have to say. This movie is Oscar bait.
Well, yeah, Oscar bait, you can't deny it's a pretty good film, though.
However, there can be some good Oscar bait films out there. I'm just saying the reason why it's so highly praised is because this is the type of film the Oscars love to just relish all over.
Right.
It is true. However, that's not to say that it was bad per se, because it's actually a good movie. I will say this though. This movie is 2 hours and 10 minutes long, and it is a slow film.
Right,
however, you know, and I can see people be like, yeah, and it did play effect on me as well. That's the biggest problem with the movie. It is the long duration and the slow pace. That is what kept it from being great. So because of that, I will give it a solid 7 out of 10.
I think this is a terrific film from beginning to end. Paul Thomas Anderson, or as I like to call him, my boy Paul.
My boy Paul. We're not talking about Werther Scrotum, mind you.
No. He is my second favorite director behind Scorsese. I love this guy so much. I love his films. I love his unique vision. And Phantom Thread is no exception. This is not only better than Inherent Vice, which I don't think is a terrible film. I just wouldn't put up there as one of his best films.
Boogie Nights and There Will Be Blood and Punch Drunk Love are my favorites.
My all-time favorite, which is my number 3 favorite movie of all time, Magnolia. By the way, I still think Tom Cruise is robbed of that Oscar. Anyway, so Phantom Thread is a truly captivating film, and here's the thing: this is the first movie by Paul Thomas Anderson where not only is he the director of the film, but he also does the cinematography.
That I did not. Hunter Who's goes, "Hey, Paul." American Psycho.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah. Oh wait. Yes. Matt Montada says thoughts on Black Panther. I have not seen Black Panther yet.
Neither have I, mates.
I agree with MC Deadpool. I think it's good. I don't think it's a masterpiece. Because, like I said, the two reasons why. But the sequences where, okay, because you know how Daniel Day-Lewis's character, he's all about like concentrating and not to ruin the mood, especially when he gets to the morning. And here comes his girlfriend, and she's making these loud fucking noises, like buttering her toes, and it's just irritating Mr. Woodcock to no end. And I'm just like, oh shit, is he gonna fucking snap? You know, it's really tension filled like that to some extent.
Probably the funniest part in the whole film where Dan Day-Lewis and Vicky Krieps walk up to this old woman's door, and Dan Day-Lewis asks, "Would you please take the dress off this woman?" And this woman's like, "She's in bed." In the dress? Yes. Take it off it. I beg your pardon. Take the fucking dress off.
Take the fucking dress off
before I take it off myself. That was brilliant. That was hilarious.
Oh, be quiet, C.A. Cougar. Oh God, I that's why I hate the fucking Frozen treatment. I really do. So there you have. That's my review of Phantom Thread. Go ahead, Mr. Gary.
As
Yeah,
mine,
actually, you could say that. Yeah.
in
So
my
what?
top 10 best movies. In my top 10 best movies of 2017.
Oh shit! I wouldn't go with that. Yeah, that didn't even. It didn't even crack the surface on mine. But go ahead. Oh, I know you. If this was There Will Be Blood. Oh, you damn Skippy, it would be. Go ahead, Gare Bear.
All right, back to what I was doing. I'll go through the list one more time. Don't put the cutouts in the table of contents. Make this the actual part right here for the timestamp of that particular
All right.
of this list.
All
All
right.
right, again, I'll go through it one more time quickly before we get to the number 9. Number 15, Jason Isaacs as Lucas Malfoy in Harry Potter. Number 14, Hugo Weaving and Agent Smith, The Matrix. Number 13, Jack Gleason as Joffrey in Game of Thrones. Jeremy Irons as Scar in The Lion King. Number 11, Helena Bonham Carter as Bellatrix in Harry Potter.
Helena Bonham
Number
Carter.
10, Christopher Lee as Dooku in Star Wars. Number 9, Robert Patrick as T-1000 in Terminator 2. Charles Dance as Tywin Lannister in Game of Thrones. Number 8, Rutger Hauer as Roy Batty in Blade Runner. And now number 6, we're at Brad Dourif as Wormington in Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Chucky.
No, he was pretty bad as Chucky, but my favorite role of his of all time in any film was he played as Billy Bibbit in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yep. He should have won that Oscar. He should have won that Oscar.
He should have won that Oscar. That's my all-time favorite role of his, dude. He was fucking amazing in that movie.
That's in my top 10 greatest films of all time. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Easily. All right, number 5, Mark Strong as Sinestro in The Green Lantern. That I can see where it's coming from. That
is one of my biggest disappointments ever.
Oh yeah, dude, but it turned out to be a fucking Star Trek wannabe, apparently.
Dude, it should have been on the Sci-Fi Channel because that's how shit it looked.
I mean, look at this guy. I mean, he literally looks like something pulled out of Star Trek. All right, next up, Terrence Stamp as General Zod in Superman.
Oh, yeah. Superman 2.
Uh-huh. Next up, number 3, Malcolm McDowell as Alex DeLarge in A Clockwork Orange.
Malcolm McDowell.
Mark McDowell.
Speaking of Malcolm McDowell, I will be having a marathon of a certain franchise. And
the
last 2 movies in this particular franchise have him in it, and Jerome is going to be joining
Roboto, Gary.
Movies. Oh God.
How about now?
Yeah. Roboto.
Oh no.
Oh fuck! What is up with Gary's connection or his side?
How about now?
There you go. That's
good.
Better.
Okay. Anyways, looking at this list here, I'm trying to go through this as fast as I can. Number 2, number 1. I'm surprised. Let me just say this right now. What sucks is Hannibal Lecter is not on this list.
What? No. Anthony Hopkins' career is still going. That's why he's not on the list.
Dude, that movie, Whoa, feedback. That movie personified him, dude. I said it before and I say it again. The greatest villain in motion picture history, Dr. Hannibal Lecter in The Silence of the Lambs. God damn it.
Next up, number 2. Number 2 is Anthony Perkins as Norman Bates in Psycho.
Yeah.
We all know if you've seen Psycho, you'll get the point of that role.
Yeah, it's got
number 1. Number 1, I like this guy. I mean, this guy, I think he's great. Tim Curry.
Is it?
It's Pennywise for It.
God, dude.
I feel it's a shame. It's a shame what happened to Tim Curry now.
What happened? I'm kind of lost.
He had a stroke and now he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Now he's in a wheelchair.
Oh, dude. I like Tim Curry, man.
And now he doesn't have that. He doesn't have that devilish smile on him anymore.
Oh, I hope we don't lose him. God damn, that's fucking bad because I really liked Tim Curry. I thought he was fucking funny, man.
He was the only good thing about well, I fucking hated both of
I never liked it.
I hate those things, dude. I hated it. Excuse me, I hated shit. But him as Benny, oh my god, he had me fucking laughing.
Uh-huh.
And then he turns into a giant fucking spider.
He was laughing for me.
Yes, MC Deadpool. It was so great as Nigel Thornberry smashing.
Okay, now you're doing a Lucas impersonation.
Oh, fuck him. All right, next up. Next list I have is 10 best and 10 worst DC movies ever made, ranked according to Rotten Tomatoes.
Yep. Watch.
Number
As soon as you bring up Wonder Woman, these fucking assholes are gonna show up with the Frozen treatment.
Number 20. This one, I'm kind of surprised this is not higher for the best, because this movie is so fucking underappreciated and underrated.
Well, Gary, they're going by the percentage rating. They're not going by what they think.
Well, still, this movie itself, as a whole, it is actually really underrated and underappreciated. I don't think it did good in the box office.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Danny and I loved him in Jimmy Neutron.
Number 70 for 73% for best, V for Vendetta.
That is sort of underappreciated.
It is, dude. That movie was literally freaking good. I mean, folks don't see. Thing is, I've seen folks bitch about that movie, and
I don't get it.
There's no point. I mean, it's not really that hard to understand what that movie was doing. I mean, I got it right away what it was doing.
Yeah, I just don't like, even though they didn't direct it, it certainly felt like watching a Wachowski brothers movie.
Yeah, Natalie Portman.
It was written by them, so.
All right, number 19.
The Wachowski brothers.
Yeah, I'm still calling them brothers.
Number 19 for worst. Man, dude, I can just see any Asian in that fucking Catwoman uniform.
So we're going best and worst. All right.
Yep. For worst, number 19, without question, is Catwoman.
Yeah.
Man,
that's percentage wise. To me, the worst DC movie is Superman 4 and the Quest for Peace.
I want to see it.
No, Jerome. It's Superman 4, the Quest for Penis. That's what I call it.
That's genius.
Man, I want to see any Asian chick dressed. I want to see an Asian chick dressed as Halle Berry's Catwoman.
Oh my God, would you fucking go?
I'm sorry, but anyways, number 18 for best, Superman Returns with 75%. Oh, by the way, the last one.
I'm sorry. Oh, okay, now I remember when I saw this movie the first time, I thought I really enjoyed it, and then I rewatched it again, and I'm just like, oh man, it is not a good Superman movie.
Well, Kevin Spacey was good as Lex Luthor.
He was he was the best thing about it.
Number 17. Number 17 for best. For worst is Batman and Robin with 10%.
Oh my God! What I said about Superman 4, I take that back. Thank you. Even Daniel caught me on my bullshit.
Number 16.
That is the worst DC movie ever. Batman and Robin.
Number 16 for best, Batman Returns with 81%.
Oh, it was not bad.
Number 15 for worst is Supergirl with 10%.
Supergirl.
Yeah, everyone remember that movie? It was pretty
bad.
My
God.
Number 14 for best, Batman Begins with 84%.
That should be, that's percentage-wise, but that should be way fucking higher.
Number 13 for worst, Jonah Hex, 12%.
Okay. What's Josh? Is it Josh Brolin who played the main character?
Yeah, Josh Brolin.
So. He was the best thing about it. Everything else was awful.
Next up, number 12. This one should be a lot higher. For best, The Dark Knight Rises with 87%.
That is the best Catwoman movie we got.
Thank you very much. Sorry, Michelle Pfeiffer, you got fucking dethroned big time.
Mm-hmm. All right, number 11 for worst, Superman 6, The Quest for Peace.
Superman 4!
Superman 4, I'm fucking stupid. I am fucking stupid.
Oh my God. I.
But yeah, number 12 for 12%.
Count Victor, I approve that message.
And number 10 for best is Superman 2 with 87%.
I don't MC Deadpool.
Which cut?
Superman.
Is it the Richard Donner cut? Because that is great. That's amazing.
It is the Richard Donner cut.
Good.
Love that cut. That is an amazing cut.
Richard Donner. All right, number 9 for worst, 26% is Suicide Squad. We all know about that.
I heard Suicide Squad 2 is getting an R rating, which hopefully is great.
I heard Mel Gibson wanted to direct that film, a sequel.
Oh, what? What was he gonna do? Is he gonna crucify the Joker?
Oh, for fuck! Actually, I hope he does because I hate that Joker.
Oh man. All right, number 8 for best is the Lego Batman movie with 91%.
I have it on Blu-ray.
Would you be quiet?
Number 7 for worst, 26%. Green Lantern.
Oh man, I saw this in theaters. I was just like,
I did
what?
too.
I was just like, what a disappointment. What the fuck happened?
I did
This
too.
is thank God. After that, Martin Campbell revived himself with The Foreigner.
What the fuck? Evil Queen of the North?
Number 6. This one's not in the top 5, surprisingly. Number 6 for best with 92% is Wonder Woman.
Ha! Fuck you all, motherfuckers! I'm gonna say it again. Motherfuck you and suck on these precious nuts. I mean, salt them until the salt is just gone and I'm dry as a good fucking empty well. You sons of bitches. That's right.
Number 5 for worst, Luke Nukem will approve. Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice with 27. Number 4 for best is the first Superman, 93%.
I think Superman 2 was way better, but yeah, with the first Superman, it's got one of the worst endings I think I've ever seen in a movie because it makes no fucking sense.
I'm gonna have to.
But overall, it's a great film despite that stupid.
Oh
thing.
yeah, it is.
I'm gonna have to push this back a little. Don't mind me. Oh no, I can't. All right, but anyways, as for the number, you're gonna have to look at my ugly puss. All right, so number 3 for worst, for 40%, Justice League.
So I haven't seen it.
Number 2.
Oh, to me, it's worse than Batman v Superman, without question.
Not even Wonder Woman could save it for you.
No. What the fuck, Gary?
I don't know if I want to read number 1.
What's number 1?
Well, we're gonna get to number 2 for best is The Dark Knight for 94%.
Okay, hold on. Let me think. What the fuck is no? Oh my god! Don't tell me.
I know what it is.
Is it History of Violence? Is that a DC movie? Is it graphic?
No, it's not.
It's not
okay,
on.
good.
It's not DC.
Fuck that movie.
History of Violence is not on here. Number 1 worst was one of my best films of 2013, and it's my best superhero film of this decade so far.
Well, remember, they went opposite, Gary. They went opposite.
They have this as the worst.
Well, Gary, doesn't it surprise you?
That don't make any sense because you were naming off the worst rated superhero film. So Catwoman is technically the worst. It was at 19, am I right? They reversed it. That was the way their thing was.
Here's number 1 for worst with 50%.
Gary, did you hear what I just said?
I was reading it from worst to best, worst to best. I was reading from that.
I know that, but they named off the worst as number 1 with Catwoman. It's going by Rotten Tomato ratings.
But I'm going from the top to bottom.
Never mind. Me trying to explain it to you. I'm just
number 1. This is what they have for. Here's what I'm saying for number 1. This is what they got for worst with 50%.
With 50, it's 57. Last time I checked,
it was. Here's what they have.
Is it Man of Steel? That movie is more polarizing. You either love it or hate it. I fucking love it. Gary loves it.
I don't want to read it because that movie's not shitty at all. It was a really good film.
I fucking loved it.
They can't be so biased. They have to go by it.
Yeah, well, guess what?
Well, they went. Like I said, they did their History of Violence is from a DC imprint. Oh fuck me.
Guess what? Fuck this list anyway.
What was number 1? Oh, so The Dark Knight is the number 1 best rated. Okay.
Yeah. So fuck.
Here's what I say about Man of Steel. There are good and bad things within Man of Steel. The bad aspect of it is I did not care for the romance between Henry Cavill and Amy Adams. I think it was so undeveloped.
But however, here's the thing with Amy Adams in the movie. Unlike the other Lois Lanes who are just a damsel in distress and they're just, oh, save me, Superman. No, Amy Adams' Lois Lane actually kicks some ass and helps Superman. She does something, that's significant. She doesn't say like, oh, please help me. Fuck that shit. She actually goes into the battlefield.
And the dialogue, there are times where they could be taking themselves a little too seriously with each dialogue they write, especially for Kevin Costner's character, who makes no fucking sense in the movie.
All bullshit.
I mean,
the scene where, okay, if you haven't seen a spoiler, the scene where he wait, at least animal. Yes. Okay, the scene when he gets killed and he tells him, "No, don't save me." Everything about this movie has coherent sense.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the part where they're saying outside the farm, and we see young Clark Kent, saying, "What should I do? Just let them drown them?" And Cal Goss replies, "Maybe." It's like,
you know why? Okay, no, there's a reason why he said that. He's like, because he does not want his son to be exposed to people, because how do you think people will react to someone like him? They'd be afraid of him. That's why when he came out and exposed himself, he did it at the right time. Because it was necessary, because the whole world was at stake. And he's like, maybe. He said that because it was like, it was mixed. He's like, you know what? I can understand why you saved them, but you know what? Fuck, I did not want you to expose yourself, because the little girl saw what he did, and she would be like, oh my God, a guy who has powers of the god, I'd be afraid of him. It was a more believable approach. That's why he said that. Come on, man. I did a 2,000-3,000 word article on this movie. I know what I'm talking about. And I love how people are like, look at all the destruction they caused. Yep, no one doesn't mention that about Pacific Rim or fucking the first Avengers when they destroyed New York. Okay, Gary, you can talk. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Anyways, as for the next topic that we got here, enough with the whole lists and shit like that. Let's get to the Hollywood stories with Mr. Garrison, shall we? For today's topic, we're going to be talking about none other than one of the infamous icons ever in the celebrity world, and pretty much the biggest sex symbol you'll ever get to see in your life. And if you ever had to go back in time in the 50s to even see this woman in person, let's just say, just keep your dick in your pants. That's all I can say. Literally, because this is a woman that you want to bang how many times, and within all the actors and other people that she has been with, I will get to that and give a little brief summarized paragraph verbally of some of the men that she's been with and a little background detail quickly as I possibly can within the half an hour span that I got left. But we know about Norma Jean Morrison, better known as Marilyn Monroe. We know her. She was an American actress. She was a singer, and most of all, she was a model. And she even posed for Playboy. And on eBay, if you look, and this is no joke, 2 copies are on there. One copy of an original, authentic first pressing of the Playboy magazine featuring Marilyn Monroe is worth $500,000.
It's one of the it's the most valuable one, I believe.
Most valuable Playboy out there, and dude. Literally, if you ever come across any of those at all in your collection, you fucking keep it, man, because that is worth money.
Did someone try to sell one of those at the Pawn Stars, at the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop?
I think so. I'm not so sure. But anyways, we know about Marilyn Monroe. Brief summarized about that. She was an actress, a model, a singer, Playboy model. But she was also someone who has been in some of the most biggest movies out there. I will name some of them really quick. She played in films like The 7-Year Itch, Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. Sounds like a very nice title. We're clearly, well, the truth is, Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. Yeah, Garrison Prefers Asians. There you go. A movie called Bus Stop, The Misfits, and pretty much.
Wait, what's it called again, Gary?
Bus Stop. Pretty much, and her biggest role ever that she didn't film, Some Like It Hot.
Some Like It Hot. And by the way, if you ever get a chance, see the movie My Weekend with Marilyn. It was on my best of the year list, and she should have won Best Actress. Need I say more?
She literally looked fucking exactly like Marilyn Monroe.
Oh my God, Michelle Williams as her. It was iconic.
It was an identical match. So basically about Marilyn Monroe, she's done a lot of shit in her life. She's done so many films. And if you notice in all of her films, there is a bit of a sexual tensions that happens throughout all of her movies. Why? Because look who they're dealing with within the films. And by the way, Marilyn Monroe was not born a blonde. She was born a brunette at first, but then she became a blonde. But yeah, all of her movies, except for Some Like It Hot, the common theme is, her being sexy. That's just it. Guys getting a boner for her. That's it.
Well, she was the biggest sex icon
Uh-huh.
ever.
And that's what, minus Some Like It Hot, that's what goes on throughout her films. But also throughout the whole decade, she got a big break throughout the whole entire 1950s until her unexpected death in 1962, because Marilyn Monroe has struggled with substance abuse, anxiety, and depression over time progressed. Because, hey, if you're someone who's busy, someone who's attracting, especially with all the relations and affairs you had with people, yeah. So she had an untimely death in 1962 at age of 36. God bless her soul. For the ones who loved her. But again, for someone like me, if I ever saw Marilyn Monroe, I'd be like, hey, how you doing? You're pretty. Have a nice day. Fuck you.
I became a redhead in a bottle. My beauty did.
But no joke, for me, as for Marilyn Monroe, if I saw her in person, dude, I would not be like all those other people who get a boner. I would just be like talking to her like a normal person. That's all I would do. Because here's the thing, though. When I look at women, now I'm going to get a little off topic. See, when I talk to women, dude, a lot of guys these days think, oh, I just want to fuck, blah, blah, blah. See, a lot of people think with their dicks these days instead of their heads. Up here.
Well, they think with their head, but which head?
I use my brain when I talk to them. See, when I talk to women, dude, I'm just like, I just act like I'm talking to my pals. Just talk to them like how I talk to them. And I even act like myself. Except for one little incident that happened. I wouldn't say it was an incident, but yeah, don't worry. I know heartbreaking. Trust me, I know. Never getting pure luck again. So you know where I'm going with that.
Garrison prefers Asians. That's his version of that movie.
Whoever said that, you're a genius.
And I said this, and I was like, "Yep, my beauty is now a sexy redhead." Austin, you stay the fuck away.
But yeah, about that one chick, I'm gonna try not get upset. Gonna try and move on in my life because I'm sure there's more Asians that I'll meet. We'll just leave it at that. Yeah, so let's talk about the main structure of Marilyn Monroe. Since the last few articles and most of the articles I do is relating to death, and Toby, I hate to do this, but I probably might have to take a little bit of your time, sadly, because of the internet issues. But I'll try and go through this as quickly as I can. All right, first up we got here, we're going to go over all the relations that Marilyn Monroe had and who she apparently fucked, dated, and was somewhat married to in a way.
In a way, yeah.
So she was with a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 28, 32.
God damn, I only need one, and that's my beauty.
She nearly had 36 relations with a lot. Like I said, she slept with a lot of actors and actors. So
Jesus, and I thought that Charlie Chaplin had relationship issues.
Actually, she slept with 35 men and 1 woman. So here are the people. Andre Denis. His occupation was he was a well-known photographer, and he met her in the year 1949. That connection wasn't long, but they basically met. They basically got together. Well, I'm not going to go into that, so I'm just going to say who the people are and their occupation. Andre Denis. Occupation was a photographer. Place of meet was a photo shoot. It was a relationship they had. Their relationship was about like 4. Well, he was a photographer in 1945. That's it. Next up we got here is Arthur Miller. He was a screenwriter. His place to meet was at the 20th Century Fox. They were married for a couple of years. Basically from there, year of relation, they began in 1955. All right, next up, she was with Ben Lyon, whose occupation was he was an actor. The place to meet, same exact area, was 20th Century Fox. The year a relationship began was 1946, and basically with them, it was just romance.
Cena Cougar said this. Holy fuck! I only had one. It's hard enough to be in one.
Yeah. Now, as for Ben Lyon, I'll just name some of his movies real quick. He was in a film called Hell's Angels, Night Nurse. I cover The Waterfront.
A couple. Wait, on the waterfront?
I cover The Waterfront.
Oh, my bad.
Next up, Billy Travilla. Occupation, he was a costume designer. Place of meet was a film set. Year relation began in 1952. And some of these films that he did costumes for they might sound familiar. Don't Bother to Knock, Monkey Business, Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, one of her films, How to Marry a Millionaire, River of No Return, There's No Business There's No Businesses Like Show Business, The 7-Year Itch, and Bus Stop. And basically for them, it was just another romance.
Man, dude.
Next up, this one didn't last for long. You familiar with Charlie Chaplin Jr.? No, son of Charlie Chaplin, actor. 1947, romance, another thing. Not much description that he had an affair with him. That was it. Next up, a guy named David Conover. He was a photographer. They met at a photo shoot, 1945, and it was a romance. So another affair, and so on and so forth. Next up, we have here Edward G. Robinson. Edward G. Robinson Jr., actor, film set, same exact deal. In the year 1946, son of Edward G. Robinson. This is a guy right here who actually worked with Marilyn Monroe in films like Bus Stop and Some Like It Hot.
Mm-hmm.
And they legitimately had a rumored relationship. All right, next up, Eli Kazan.
Elia Kazan.
Elia Kazan. Thank you very much. Film and stage director, film set 1950, and we get the point, same exact deal. Next up, this is I remember this is a big name. Marilyn Monroe was in a relationship with Frank Sinatra.
Yes, sir.
And here's the thing, though. No joke. Frank Sinatra actually did supposedly had an alright relationship with her until apparently she dumped him.
And she did her.
You know why? Because don't you fucking sing, you son of a bitch.
So from there, the most fascinating man I ever dated, Marilyn Monroe to Robert Schweitzer. Not only did Marilyn Monroe date Frank Sinatra, according to several sources, he wanted to marry him because apparently Frank Sinatra, who's had him trouble married life, who treated him like shit. Apparently Marilyn Monroe was one of the best women he's dated, in a way.
Oh my god.
Next up we have here is Fred Krueger.
Freddy Krueger.
Fred Harger. He was a vocal coach, Columbia Pictures, 1948. It was a relationship. Next up, Georgie Jessel. He was an entertainer. They met at a party. And type of relationship, basically, this was a rumor. All right, next up, Hale Schaefer. I know who this guy is. Basically, from here, vocal coach. It was a rumored relationship. From there, in the July of that year, Schaefer tried to commit suicide by drinking a poison solution which contained typewriting cleaner fluid.
Oh, my God.
Rumors about his affair with Marilyn Monroe went public after this happened. So from there, it was an unsuccessful suicide. So from next up, we have is Hans Jordan Lamboren. He's a writer, place of meeting, unknown, same exact deal. It was a rumor. And 1958, they met, apparently, wrote a book called Diary of a Lover of Marilyn Monroe. Next up, Henry Rosenfield. He was a dress manufacturer. They met in New York, and it was just another affair. 1959. Next up, this name should sound familiar. Howard Hughes. Film director, film set, 1952. It was rumored that during the production of Clash of Night, 1952, they just got together and shebang. Next up, James Bacon. He was a writer, a columnist, and author. They met in a restaurant, and it was just a romantic bullshit. Next up,
is this it?
This is it. This is that one where Marilyn Monroe, one of the biggest, and I hate to say this, and God bless her soul, but she was a slut in a way.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Happy birthday, Mr. President. Yeah, you knew Marilyn Monroe was fucking hot when she had a deal with the fucking president, John F. Kennedy.
Not only that wasn't the only Kennedy.
Nope, and I'll just get this out of the way. Robert F. Kennedy,
Robert,
his brother.
Yeah.
So this is pretty much the biggest name, but minus Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra.
John F. Kennedy's like the biggest one out there that she had a little deal with. So they met at a dinner party in 1950. And from after that little singing she did, pretty much seducing him at Madison Square Garden, we all get the deal. All right, next up.
I wonder if she's on the Mile High Club due to Air Force One.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. I'm trying to get through these as fast as I can. I mean, we're fucking Christ. I don't think we have much more to go. No, we don't.
Happy birthday, Carrie and Romy.
Fucking Christ. Next up, Jim Daltrey. He was a Marine. This was pretty much her first husband in a way. Before she ever became famous, this was like her first husband.
I thought she was married before, you said.
Yes, I believe this was her first husband. Let me look here. I believe, yeah, they had a happy marriage until they were divorced in 1946. He was a Marine. He was just a basic dude. That's all he was. 1942. Next up, we have here's another big no name, Joe DiMaggio.
Oh.
One of the biggest baseball players ever. Met in a restaurant, and they were married for quite a few years. All right, next up we have, after Joe DiMaggio, is John Carroll, actor, film set, and apparently it was a rumored relationship.
Oh, man.
Next up, Johnny Hyde. He was an agent. They met at a club in 1949. And it was just another relationship.
Johnny wanted to hit Marilyn's hide.
Next up, Jose Bolanos. He was a writer and producer. He was met in Mexico City, 1962. This is pretty much one of her last relationships before apparently they had an affair from each other. Had a brief affair. It was a brief affair with them. Next up, Joseph Schenek. They met he was a company owner, 20th Century Fox, and their relationship was rumored.
Holy
Next
shit! Jose means says, "Hey, it's me."
Oh, this one, you guys should know this name.
Hmm?
You come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding, and now I got an offer you can't refuse. I want you to take my love, the love of my life, Miss Marilyn Monroe, on that date. And show exactly what it's like to be a man.
Marlon Brando.
Marlon Brando.
Wow.
They met at 20th Century Fox, and it was a rumored relationship. Next up, Mel Torme. He was a musician, film set, and it was just another affair. Next up, Milton Berle, TV entertainer, film set, and it was just another romance. Next up, Milton H. Green, who was a photographer. They met at a party, 1955. Next up,
Woody.
Now we got ourselves a woman in the hand. Exactly, Natasha Lettuce. She was a drama coach, and apparently she was basically one of Marilyn Monroe's vocal coaches who taught her how to act in a way. And
Natasha Lettuce. Yeah, I knew they were tossing something.
And apparently, Natasha and Marilyn got together, and boom, boom, bada, boom.
Okay, I gotta see what she looks like here. Okay, Natasha Lettuce.
You
see her name was Lettuce?
Lettuce, Lytess.
Yeah, tossing lettuce.
Next up, Nico Minardos. He was an actor, film set, and it was just it was a little relationship. Next up, Robert Slater. He was a writer and reporter, and it was just a little marriage and a relationship that didn't last for long. All right, next up, yes, Robert F. Kennedy. We went to that. Next up, I know this guy really well. It was just a little. They had a relationship for only a year. Sammy Davis Jr.
Another member of the Rat Pack.
Next up, president of 20th Century Fox. He was met her at a party. It was rumored. Spyro Sakouras.
Spyro, I love that game.
So do I.
Next up, Sidney Chaplin, another Chaplin. Apparently, this was
my
the
God.
brother.
What is up with the Chaplin family?
It's not only that, but dude, she apparently loves a lot of foreign men too. Tommy Zahn, who is an actor, musician, they met somewhere on 20th Century Studio. That's it.
Man, that's a lot of dick.
And last but certainly not least is a guy named Yves Montand, who was an actor, film set, and it was just a romance relationship. Now, here's the thing, though. A lot of these guys that she met was on 20th Century Fox Productions. I think that understands how she managed to get a lot of good roles in films.
Oh boy.
So yeah,
I see that John for Blondes is a
brief
Fox movie.
Brief description of the Marilyn Monroe's relationships, of who she was with, and the guy she was apparently married to for not a long while. But Arthur Miller was one of her biggest ones out there. I don't think I mentioned him. 1956 to 61. That was a long relationship. So yeah, relationships with Marilyn Monroe. She was a slut, and no offense to her, but she dated a lot of men, and God bless her soul for being such an actress and one of the hottest women who was an iconic sex symbol in the 1950s. And trust me, every man probably wanted her. All right, next up, for the Hollywood stories I'm going to have planned for next episode, the accidental poisoning of Olive Thomas. I'm going to go over the accidental death of how this young actress apparently shot the sheriff. All right, next up, my last topic I have for you, I'm going to go over this quickly. I got more news that you probably are all sick and tired of hearing me read about, and that is none other than Bill and Ted 3. Okay, so apparently here's the news for Bill and Ted 3. The writer reveals the planned third film will pay tribute to George Carlin's Rufus.
Rufus.
You all remember Rufus in the first film? So here's the plan of what's going to happen. We have a script that we are really proud of, that we worked very hard on, that we've done many iterations, and we did it on spec, meaning we spent years working on it because we wanted to get it right. This is not, hey, let's all cash in on the Bill and Ted thing for money. This is the opposite. This is, we love these characters. They've been with us for our whole lives. Chris and me and Alex, Chris and me and Alex and Keanu, and we wanted to visit them again as middle-aged men. We thought it'd be really fun, funny, and sweet. So here is a little plan of what they're going to be doing. This, let me just find a little spec here. Bear with me, please. Bill and Ted. Okay, we're trying. Okay, feature. All right, face the music. Will be Bill and Ted. Okay, so here's what it says about George Carlin. All right, Bill and Ted, who are now family men rather than young aspiring musicians, because you know Bill and Ted, Wild Stallions, bling bling bling, Iron Maiden. Exactly what I mean.
Joke.
Oh my God, fucking great. Where do you think I got my music puns from?
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
So apparently, Bill and Ted are middle-aged men. They gave up their deal, and they're all middle-aged men. They're depressed. They got good paying jobs, and they got family, kids, and their whole life's is apparently crashing down. And they have to save the world by completing a task they never were able to do, and that is write a song. So anyways, from there, however, the death of actor and comedian George Carlin past 2008 posed a problem when it came to the character of Bill and Ted's mentor, Rufus, because you know Rufus was the biggest role for Bill and Ted. Yep. Solomon confirmed, however, that the news will not address the loss of Carlin, but serve as a tribute to the beloved comic and his character. George Carlin is so deeply missed by all of us. There is not just an homage to him. It's more than that. His absence is part of the whole movie. The threequel will see the older Bill and Ted travel back in time, Solomon revealed, to interact with both their past selves, Rufus, and use footage. They're going to use footage of Bill and Ted as middle-aged men to see them from original footage from 1989 from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Stranger Things will once more be afoot at the Circle Case. Apparently, this is going to be in the movie. There's actually a scene, one of my favorite scenes in the whole film, where middle-aged 50-year-old Bill and Ted return to Circle K and see their teen selves as Rufus actually interact with their teenage selves, played by their actual teenage self. So basically, you're going to be seeing legit pieces of footage of the movie brought back as an homage for what you're going to be seeing down the road for Bill and Ted. See, here's my little thought. my thought is there's going to be now. Here's the thing. I'm going to get to where I'm going to say there returns to Circle K's. See Rufus George Carlin. Now here's where George Carlin's character is going to continue. There's also a character in the movie, brand new. Her name is Kelly. Get this, which is George's daughter's name, who has a more significant role for the journey. So George is a deep, deep part of it. So apparently, they're going to be meeting George Carlin's daughter in this film, from what I'm getting. So one issue has explained in the Hollywood Prefers that that the idea of a Bill and Ted reboot as opposed to a straight sequel, we have issues raising money for it, getting it financed, because what we get all the time is people wanting to reboot it. It's a let's go Bill and Ted. It's a let's go Bill and Ted with new teenagers, and but we want to do is the story of Bill and Ted as middle-aged men and tell what we think could be a really funny and actually really moving story as about their lives and where they are now, their families, their kids. Another obstacle is convincing financiers that Face the Music would make money at the box office, since the original movie wasn't released widely internationally and didn't have a giant release in the States, which is true because the first Bill and Ted didn't do that well in the box office, but it became apparently critically and fan loved. So from there, but it's one of those. It's not going to be a movie that me and Chris Matheson get rich on. I've never made much money off of Bill and Ted. We never get profits from it off our salaries, where we were very small from it. But it's one movie that it's in my life that I've never done anything but Bill and Ted. I would have been really happy. So basically, this is one of the writers speaking in this interview. Chris and I have said this to each other many times. If the only thing we put in the world ever was this notion, be excellent to each other and party on, dudes, we could look at each other in the eye and feel like we did something right. So basically, for this movie, what they want to do is they want to try and create a cinematic achievement for this film of two of the most beloved, iconic characters out there that was signified in the 80s, but in the comic world.
That sounds like...
That's a goal that apparently they want to do, is make this an iconic movie, a cinematic achievement.
That sounds like quite a lot of effort to put in to a sequel to a simple but charming 80s movie.
And you know what? I want this effort to be happening because, dude, the more effort and time they put into this movie, I think it's going to be really great. Because look at some of the shit that's already going to be in Bill and Ted's Face the Music already. They are going to be rumoring to have them go back in time in the British invasion era to meet with some people like Winston Churchill, Queen Elizabeth I, and that's just two of the most iconic characters I can name. They have plans on going back in their telephone box and meet some iconic symbols from the 1960s, from the early England days. But if they actually have a part where they meet the Beatles in Face the Music, then they did something fucking clever, dude.
Now that sounds like quite a lot. That sounds like quite a lot of effort from the director of the remake of Fun with Dick and Jane.
So in conclusion, because I know I am taking a little bit of Tubby's time, I'm gonna end this real quick. Bill and Ted Face the Music. I can't fucking wait. Whenever it comes out, it's already my most anticipated film of the decade, my most anticipated film of that fucking year, and I can't wait, and I want this movie to be fucking amazing.
That does sound pretty interesting, though, for a sequel to Bill and Ted, of all things.
I can't wait. One more thing, I've been saying this for fucking years. Bill and Ted 3, make it happen, and look, it's fucking in progress right now for getting writers, for getting a plot, for getting a story, and getting actual things that you'll probably see in the film. They're putting work in this, and we're going to get Bill and Ted 3 Face the Music. God damn it. I'm done.
It's most likely going to come out next year because as a
and you know what?
30th anniversary of the first Bill and Ted.
And you know what? If it does come out next year, I am going to fucking lose my shit. I mean it. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna go to fucking theaters to see Bill and Ted 3 Face the Music. That is worth a theater experience. It's what the fucking theater experience. Fuck you. I'm done.
Fucking asshole. Oh,
Your
okay.
turn. I'm done. Before I get out of here,
Brady Boo, Brady Boo, made out of goo and poo. All right, here we go. Which, I'm taking a picture of that right there, right when he's about to sneeze the third time. Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go over the estimated weekend feedback. The weekend box office numbers, and we're going to go by thenumbers.com. Why thenumbers.com? Because fuck Box Office Mojo, because unlike them, thenumbers.com give the most precise, accurate numbers that everybody can rely on. Here we go. Let me just go over some of the names off of here. And unfortunate, Mr. Gerber, coming in at 10th place. It was in 7th last week, and this is a massive financial failure for Aardman. Early Man. Early Man came in at 10th place, generating, and this was in 2,500 theaters almost. It only generated 1.7 million with an overall domestic gross of $6.77 million.
Well then.
I know it, unfortunately. Let me see. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle came in at 6th place. It got knocked out of the top 5. And its overall gross is now $387 million, and it's still in 2,500 theaters after 10 weeks. Crazy.
I still haven't seen it, but I'm
dude,
surprised.
I thought it was going to be fucking ass, and I saw it. It was so much fun. I couldn't believe it.
I guess when you put Jack Black in a kid's movie, it's going to be the most surprising movie of the year. Goosebumps.
Which is funny, because that was also one of my biggest surprise films of that year as well. Okay.
What's with the 16 dislikes? Oh, fucking trolls, dude. Go ahead.
Well, 16 dislikes? Folks, okay, you know what's funny? These so-called trolls, they're fucking retards. You know why? You're supporting us by giving us your viewership. So joke's on you, you stupid cock fuck sticks. All right.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Oh, well, I kind of went over it, see a cougar. All right. Number 5 is 50 Shades Freed, a.k.a. 50 Shits Fucked.
I'm not going to say anything yet.
It's in 3,265 theaters. It's generated $6.9 million on the third week with overall domestic gross of $89.5 million. Number 4 is the latest film from Alex Garland, and that, of course, is Annihilation. And from the overall budget, the budget of this movie is, I believe, $50 million, according to Wikipedia. And some say it was $40 million by net.
I haven't seen it, but here's what to say. Judging by the reviews and how that movie looks, it looks like this is the real female Ghostbusters reboot that we want.
I don't know, because I made a prediction about this film. I said way before, this movie looks like it's going to get amazing critical praise, yet the audience is either going to be very divided to where some will fucking hate this movie, and I am right. Because I know some people that found it to be very underwhelming, if not, they fucking hated it. Well, this movie looks like it's a bomb, because it's only generated $11 million domestically. That's a huge bomb. And with their overall, I actually heard that Game War Max and it's garbage. And with the thing, with a budget of 50 million, not looking too good. Yeah, Jeremy. Well, I don't care for Jeremy Jones. Number 3 is Peter Rabbit. Peter Rabbit, on its third week, generated 12.5 million, and it's in 3,700 theaters, and overall made $71.2 million. Number 2.
I was surprised that movie gained not too terrible reviews.
Some people say it wasn't as bad as they thought they were.
Maybe
Number 2. Yeah. No. Number 2 is Game Night. This was on my top 5 least anticipated films of the whole fucking year. This movie looked so goddamn awful. It was from the director of Vacation. Fucking shoot me.
I personally think I won't like it.
Well, dude, it's been getting amazing buzz, which is crazy. Some say it's fucking hysterical. It's generated 16.6 million in 3,400 theaters. And I don't know if it will come up with any more. We'll see. And number 1, with a 47% drop from last week, is Black Panther. This week, on the second weekend, $108 million. And its overall gross is $400 million. God damn. So there you have. I hear Gay Night is pretty much this year's 21 Jump Street. If that's true, man, I love the 21 Jump Street. 22 Jump Street is one of my favorite comedies ever. So that is the numbers. Now, let's go over these 2 lists real quick. Thank you to Alex Meyer for submitting these to me. Now, these are the 10 films that audiences walked out of in theaters. And from looking at this list, I could agree with most of these. Big time. Here we go. Number 10. This is a film that I fucking hate with a burning passion, and I was in the very minority. Number 10, Swiss Army Man. Audiences walked out of this movie because they could not take this film seriously. They thought the overall plot and premise was... They thought the overall premise was stupid, and they had enough of its bullshit, and they walked out.
Here's the thing, though, about that movie. That was one of those movies where you question, if you had to name a movie that you loved at first but started to like less and less, or dislike, basically, Swiss Army Man was that film for me.
Oh, it has a 60% on Rotten Tomatoes?
I still like the soundtrack. I do.
Last time I checked, it was at 85. Must have dropped a lot recently. Okay.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. No worries. So that was number 10. Fucking hated this movie. Number 9. I also hate this movie too, and I hate the filmmaker as well. Lars von Trier, a real cocksucker. That movie is Antichrist.
Antichrist. Okay. I will say. Yeah. Here's what I say about Lars von Trier. I call him Terrence Malick with substance.
I call him Hitler lover because that's what
I'm not a fan of Antichrist. Not a fan of Antichrist. I appreciate its atmosphere, but as a
I
film,
don't.
I couldn't get into it.
We give up thumbs down. I fucking despise this movie, especially the sequence that involves mutilating themselves in a certain area. That's all I'm gonna fucking say. Fuck this movie.
Didn't you like Nymphomaniac, Jerome?
Part 1. Why? Because it had a point. Yeah, thank you, C.A. Cougar. I don't know why Warmax says 60%. 81%. No, with the first one, it makes sense. And then Volume 2 came out. That has arguably the worst fucking ending I've ever seen in my life. It was Lars von Trier giving everybody the big middle finger saying, fuck you. It ruined everything the movie stood for. So fuck Lars von Trier. He's the fucking hack. He's garbage. Number 8. People walked out of this because of a certain amputation sequence. 127 hours.
Okay, here's the thing about that movie. Now, I understand it does have that scene where he cuts off his arm because, I mean, what else is he supposed to do? He had to get himself out of there, so it was either he had to do a severe consequence, or he was gonna die. So he had to go for the risky chance to get himself out. And plus, here's the thing, though. That movie, just because it was cringy, doesn't mean you should have walked out on it, because that movie was fucking inspirational up the ass.
Well, here's the thing, Gary.
That was a great movie.
I heard that quite a few people at a film festival watching that movie actually passed out.
They passed out, yes. And to be honest with you, though, it's only 5+ minutes of the whole film. But here's the thing, though. In the movie, there is a reason why he did that, because he thought, he had a life worth living, because he had a premonition of what's going to happen, and it happened.
Yeah, his little vision. I'm going to say it anyway because I'm sure everyone saw the movie.
Okay.
The premonition was he saw his future son.
He saw his future son, and he wanted to live. He's like, you know what? Very good movie, man. Amazing.
I think it's Danny Boyle's best since Trainspotting.
I think his best movie is Slumdog Millionaire. Okay, next movie, number 7. I refuse to see this movie. And I know my buddy Austin loves it. I refuse to see it.
Raw. I'm with you on there. I refuse to see it as well.
I'm sorry. Cannibalism. I refuse to fucking see it. Okay, number 6. This is a film on here I disagree with because it's in my top 5 greatest films of all time, but it's because of controversy. Number 6 is Pulp Fiction.
Oh,
what? Oh,
I know why.
I think I know why too. Because
all the
talk with Royale with cheese makes sense. Man, I'm too hungry to watch this movie. I'm gonna give myself Royale with cheese.
I was gonna say the reason why it was controversial probably because of that dungeon scene, maybe.
That's one of them. Another one was the needle and the stabbing her in the heart with it. Another one was when he accidentally blows his head off, which is like one of the funny, unintentionally hilarious sequences ever because it came out of nowhere.
Man, I shot Marvin in the face.
Now
top 5
it won. It's my number 3 best film of all time. Now the movie got booed at Cannes. Why? Because they felt it wasn't the rightful winner. I say fuck you because it was amazing. Okay, number 5. I'm not even gonna go into that. If any of the 3 films won, I'm happy. Okay, let me scroll on number 5. Yes.
You mind if I take a guess what that movie is? Cause if it is what I'm thinking, then I would
go ahead, Gary.
Too. It's Mother.
It is Motherfucker! One of the worst goddamn fucking movies to ever grace our earth. This movie is a smack in the face to everybody who had to see this garbage, and it's because of Devil Aaron R. Fuck yourself.
It's in my top 5 favorite movies of the year.
I will never understand it.
You know, I'm gonna tell you right now, dude, that movie gave me diarrhea. Not really.
That movie pissed me off more than any film I can. And remember, when this movie debuted at the what film festival was it? Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think it was Toronto. I think it
was Toronto. There were tons of walkouts, especially one woman who said, "This is the worst piece of shit I've ever seen in my life," and she walked out with 25 minutes left to go in the movie. And I applaud the Next Gen Film Awards because they have it in their it was Venice, thank you. They have it in their best, they have it in the worst films of the year list. Yes! And guess who's presenting the worst of the year? You're looking at them. Next one. Okay.
Yeah, me.
I'm going to move on. Next one, number 4, I can understand. Cloverfield.
Yeah.
Why? Shaky cam. It's got some of the worst shaky cam I've ever seen. That sounded like that sounded like a fucking like a heavy bag of cement just.
I'm surprised nonetheless. I'm still waiting for a certain film by Robert Zemeckis on this list.
Who?
A certain Robert Zemeckis film should be on this list because people walked out of that particular Robert Zemeckis film because it gave him vertigo.
That's not on here, to be honest with you.
How the people walked out of the movie because they're afraid of heights.
Okay. Well, that's what made it so good. That was the point. Exactly. And I saw this in IMAX 3D, and it was incredible.
That made 127 hours great too. So why not put the walk on there?
I don't know. Okay, number 3. This is a foreign film, Irreversible.
What's that in English?
Okay, this is a film involving the infamous awful rape sequence.
Last Tango in Paris?
Hold on a second. Oh god, I think it's with what's the actress's name? Monica Bellucci? Was it Monica Bellucci?
Monica Bellucci.
Is
Marlon
and
Brando?
I'm not. Oh God! But it's irascible. It's full of shock, violence, and just like awful, abusement and punishment, and an infamous. Okay, thank you, Count Victor. Yeah, it is with Monica Bellucci. Yeah, it's just fucking pathetic. I'm sorry, I hated this movie. Next one, number two. I agree. I fucking hate this movie. This is one of the most overrated films I've ever seen in my life. The Blair Witch Project.
The what?
The Blair Witch Project.
Oh, I have it on Blu-ray.
Fuck. Why? Garbage shaky cam, annoying characters. Characters, they say the word fuck every single goddamn second, more than a Rob Zombie movie, and the stupid ending. That was not even scary nor amusing.
The fucking Blair Witch Project, dude. I don't see shaky cam films can work. There was one movie that made it work. I can't remember what the hell the name.
All Greengrass. He's good at that. He makes it really good. Okay, here are some honorable mentions. The 1936 film called Freaks.
Oh, I know what. I actually am quite familiar with the Freaks movie. Why? Because I'll tell you. Because a lot of people in that film made a lot of mean-spirited jokes towards people who are the way they are. I mean, for example, the half-man, half-woman guy, Josephine Joseph, the lady with the beard. I believe she was what was she, Argentinian? I can't remember what her nationality was, but she was lady with the beard.
Yeah.
The lady who was half bird, half chicken. Coco the Birdman. Coco the Birdman.
Yeah.
Not Coco Beware, but Coco.
Hey, Coco Beware.
I know a guy named Schlipsy.
Yep. Yep. That's the movie you're talking about.
Yeah, I know well about Freaks, dude.
Yeah, I love your cameo in it. No, Gary, no.
Hey, Gary.
You look like you're trying to push out egg.
That's better.
Hey, Joey Arcadia. You want to know a movie that would be kind of scary? Gary and the Rubber Duck. What truly happens in the bathtub? Like a Nightmare on Elm Street. Okay. Two other honorable mentions. The Passion of the Christ.
I know why. Because of how they tortured Jesus.
But then again, the violence was necessary because that's what fucking happened. That's how the Romans were. And
Mel Gibson's making a sequel to that movie.
Yes, he is, and I can't wait to fucking see it. I love Mel Gibson as a filmmaker. A Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite Kubrick film.
Mine's The Shining. Okay, what do you think number one is? Without looking at the list, what do you think number one is?
I'm going to take a... Go ahead, Brett.
Is it one of them, is it a David Fincher movie?
No.
Is it Cannibal Holocaust?
That movie, did it get a theater release? Maybe it did. I'm not sure.
It's
The Exorcist.
It's either that or the Neon Demons coming to mind.
No, Neon Demon wasn't. Number one is The Exorcist. Why? Because this movie scared the fucking shit out of so many people that they couldn't take it anymore. The film did its job, and this is one of the greatest horror films of all.
Oh my god, dude! Can you just
speaking of which, rest in peace to William Peter Blatty, who wrote the book and the movie, who died a couple years ago.
Can you just imagine seeing that fucking The Face of the Devil on the big screen?
Oh my god, that split image, it's scary. That's like the... Oh, some people actually guessed a Serbian film. Yeah, fuck that movie. Okay. Another list from Alex Meyer. The 10 movies nominated for both Oscars and Razzies. I'll go for this real quick. Here we go.
I could think of some. And quite a few of them are some movies by Fuckface.
It's funny that you mentioned that because he's on this list more than once.
Yeah, because...
Here we go. Number 10, Con Air. The movie Con Air, it was How Do I Live? The song was nominated for the best at the Oscars and the worst at the Razzies. And it was also nominated for, actually won worst reckless disregard of human life and property. That makes sense. All right. Number 9. Speaking of fuckface.
Is it, I don't want to close my eyes.
Hold that thought. It's
Okay.
not that one.
Is it one of the worst war movies I've ever seen?
Pearl Harbor.
Yep.
Pearl Harbor was nominated for Best Visual Effects and Sound Design. However, it was not nominated at the worst for Worst Film, Chemistry, Actor, and Screenplay. I will say this, though. It is worth picking up the movie Pearl Harbor, the 4-disc director's cut, because the special features on that is unbelievably awesome.
Here's what I say about Pearl Harbor. From what I've read, I don't know if I should blame Fuckface for once for this, because what I read, he wanted to make this a gripping R-rated, hardcore R-rated war film, but apparently Paramount, is it Paramount? They said, no. Titanic was a big success. Let's make it Titanic 2.0.
Yeah, that is actually true. Michael Bay wanted this to be R-rated. And the director's cut, there are some R-rated sequences. I'm just like, oh, god damn.
So should I really blame Fuckface or the studio?
No, you can blame both. It was nominated for Worst Film, Chemistry, Actor, and Screenplay. Number 8. Hey, Gary, you love the 80s vibe. What do you think about this movie? Number 8, Flashdance.
Oh, I see his ass.
Oh, shit, Buttcrackcity. Gary, did you have to take a massive cockadookie? Get there. Get there.
He forgot to close the door.
I bet you he farted. Okay. Well, wait. Yeah, I'm thinking of 2 count, Victor. Oh shit, no pun intended. Flashdance. It was nominated for worst it was nominated for the worst screenplay. However, it was nominated for best cinematography, editing, and 2 of its original songs were nominated. One of them did win. There was Maniac and What a Feeling, which won the Academy Award. Number 6, Number 7, this is an awesome movie. I love it. Basic Instinct, Paul Verhoeven's classic. Paul Verhoeven's classic was nominated at the Razzies for worst actor, Michael Douglas, and worst supporting actress, Jeannie Triplehorn.
Speaking of which, Jerome, speaking of Paul Verhoeven, have you seen the Oscar-nominated film Elle?
No, I've never seen. That's one of the only few films I've not seen from Paul Verhoeven.
Okay, that is my best of 2015, and here's what to say. When the very first shot of the movie comes up, you're gonna think to yourself, "Oh shit, yeah, I'm watching a Paul Verhoeven movie."
Well, I love it. Like I said, anything before Starship Troopers, like I said, RoboCop, one of my favorite movies. Total Recall, aside from Terminator, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger's best movie. I fucking love Total Recall. Fuck the remake.
And fuck Showgirls. Fuck Showgirls, that other Paul Verhoeven movie.
Oh, fuck that movie too. Oh my god. And also he did Starship Troopers is a guilty pleasure. I had fun with it. It is wooden, but it's so much fun at the same time. What else? Oh, and Basic Instinct. But it was nominated for best score and editing.
Right. And okay, Elle is probably his best film since Total Recall.
Ooh.
It's basically a French Gone Girl in a way.
Oh, okay. Number 6, your boy Martin Scorsese's on here.
Let me guess. Is it The Last Temptation of Christ?
It is The Last Temptation of Christ.
Okay, yeah. Here's what I have to say. I think it's a pretty overlooked Scorsese film. However, I understand why Harvey Keitel was nominated, because he forgot he's filming a Jerusalem film and he couldn't hide his New York accent.
Harvey Keitel nominated for Worst Supporting Actor. Martin Scorsese. I bet Garrison wasn't expecting that duty call. Let's get in, honey. Your sake of fire. Damn, Aaliyah. Shit. If my beauty was here, I would. Martin Scorsese, Best Director, he was nominated.
Yes, and you know what? Will Dafoe deserves more credit. Deserves credit in that film. He was great as
Jesus. He should have been nominated.
Oh yeah.
I will give it that.
and I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian, but I love that movie. A lot of Christians boycott this movie because it wasn't quite faithful, and how Jesus has a relationship with Mary, even though Mary was supposed to be his mother.
You mean Mary Magdalene?
Yeah.
No, there's Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene.
Right.
Okay, Gare Bear, what happened?
Oh my God, I almost pooped myself.
Not only that, Gary, but we get a retread of what I did in episode 3 of Flicks.
Yeah, we saw your ass crack. Brett, you have now been redeemed by the massive Grand Canyon of shittiness that is Mr. Garrison's booty hole.
Wait, you all saw my butt crack?
When you hauled ass to that fucking shitter, we saw your butt crack. Hashtag Gare Bear. Wait, hashtag Buttcrackcity Gare Bear Mayor.
What happened
you
was,
poor fucker.
What happened was I was farting and I really felt it come out of my ass, so I literally had to squeeze my butt. So I nearly shit myself. So I am so glad. Thank God.
Hold on a second. I'm going to put in a table of contents after number 6. Billy Robinson says, in quotes, "I have never seen an ass like that." Gary, what did you eat? Is it from all those fucking burritos and shit that day? Hey Gary, I can barely hear you.
Let's continue, please.
What did you eat?
I just had a sandwich today. That's all.
Bullshit! What did you eat, you motherfucker?
I literally ate a sandwich.
Well, I'm giving up my time for this. I'm sacrificing because it's fucking worth it. What the hell did you eat?
I had a chicken salad sandwich tonight for dinner.
Yeah, you were tossing that salad out of your butt. You had episode 10 and then episode 30 something. I think it's 34 and now episode 30.
You folks never want to be in my position.
Oh, well, Gary, shit happens.
Just get to your topics, please.
Okay. It's not the revenge of the nerds, it's the revenge of the nachos. Gary fart in Romy's face. Oh God.
I want to
no,
see
that's
where
how you get pink eye.
Wait. Oh my God, my fucking butt crack.
Your fucking butt crack, yeah. Okay. Number 5. Oh my God. Number 5. The 1980 film Gloria. Gloria, well, John Adenis and Laurence Olivier tied for receiving the very first worst supporting actor, because that's when the Razzie Awards first came out. Gary Chickenface. Leah says, "I had chicken salad." But Jenna Rollins received a nomination for Best Actress. Number 4. Hey, Brett.
Okay, here's what to say. I think it's my favorite Aerosmith song, but I hated how they played that in the goddamn movie.
Which is interesting. Yes, Armageddon. Armageddon was nominated for Worst Picture, Worst Director, and Worst Screenplay, and Bruce Willis won for that movie for the Worst Actor. In terms of its it was nominated for Best Visual Effects and Audio, and it was nominated for the Best and the Worst Original Song.
Oh, worst song? I think it's my favorite Aerosmith song. However, I will say this. if you nominated that song of the Razzie because how they use it in the movie, then yes, I could agree to that because they overplayed the shit out of that song in really unnecessary parts. That is one of the biggest flaws I had with that fucking piece of shit movie.
That's one of the big. No, that's not my biggest flaw with the movie.
I said it's one of my biggest flaws. I didn't say it's
the
biggest.
Fuck that. Sorry, I liked it when I saw it the first time. It was called Deep Impact.
Right, and the writing is just and Ben Affleck and Liv Tyler share some of the worst on-screen chemistry I've seen. You know what? Ben Affleck is pretty terrible with getting chemistry in films, doesn't he?
Oh, how do you explain the movie? How do you explain the movie The Town?
No, I'm talking about when he was back in his early days. You know,
God, he was awful. Mr. Bing Bag, booty, rocking everywhere. Okay. However,
I think the song deserved the Oscar. I think the song should have won the Oscar.
It did. Okay. However, it did work in the end credits. I will give Count Victor that.
The end credits, yeah. That you know what? They should just save that song for the end credits only.
That's what they should have did. Yeah. Number 3. This is the only movie in history to win an Oscar and a Razzie.
I'm trying to think. What is it? What is it? God, what is it?
Wall Street, Oliver Stone's incredible movie.
Oh yeah.
And Michael Douglas, who fucking superb in this movie as Gordon Gekko. Greed is good. Greed works. Won for Best Actor. However, Daryl Hannah wins for Worst Supporting Actress.
Yeah.
Who plays the love interest? All right. Number 2. Excuse me. Number 2. Yentl.
I haven't seen it.
Yentl is a musical. It was nominated for Best Original Score. And which it won, I believe. And Amy Irving was nominated for Best and Worst Supporting Actress. And Barbara Streisand. What?
I didn't say anything.
What the fuck happened? Did you? You gave this look like you gave this look like you just shit yourself. And Barbara Streisand was nominated for Worst Actor. Why? It's because she was supposedly playing I have not seen Black Panther, and she was supposedly playing playing a male lead. Okay, here are the honorable mentions: Steven Spielberg's Hook, Beverly Hills Cop 2, The Bodyguard.
What was Beverly Hills Cop 2 nominated for at the Oscars?
These were the honorable mentions they never mentioned.
Oh, come on, be specific for Christ's sakes.
I'm sorry, man. The Bodyguard. I think I know why for The Bodyguard for Whitney Houston.
Well, none of her songs was nominated. Oh,
that's fucking crazy. Another Michael Fuckface, Transformers: Dark of the Moon, and Hoffa. Number 1 and
no. Hoffa. Jack Nicholson only got a Globe nomination for Hoffa.
This is according to them. I'm just going by what they said. Don't kill the messenger.
Hoffa nominated for at the Oscars. I don't get
it. At least Gary didn't have a shit and run accident. Okay, number 1 and rightfully deserving number 1. The Godfather Part 3.
Oh, I thought. 50 Shades of Grey should have been on the list.
50 Shades wasn't even on here, which is crazy. Why? Okay, it was nominated for Best Picture, which I don't get. However, Sofia Coppola, oh my God, bad is an understatement. The movie was actually pretty good until she showed up. When she showed up, the movie fucking sucked.
Yeah, the only reason why they nominated that film the Oscar because it's a Godfather movie.
Exactly, and I hated the fucking ending. Batman Begins. That's another one because I remember Katie Holmes was nominated for Worst Supporting Actress, and I'm glad because she was the only bad thing about the movie. Otherwise, the movie is phenomenal. Okay, Sofia Coppola easily wins Worst Supporting Actress and Worst New Star.
Wait, I forgot. He wasn't nominated at the Razzies, which he should have been nominated at the Razzies. I was thinking of Dracula, and I thought Keanu Reeves.
Oh, Keanu Reeves. Okay. Care Bear. I just got a few more topics really quick. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this Thursday is going to be a 1-hour special on Lucas Cantwell's channel, LC Muscles 28. This Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Why? Because Lucas did the unthinkable.
What did he do?
Okay, there was a bet that we made a long while ago on Gary's 600 Q&A. And it was a question. I had towards Mr. Lucas, and it is the bet. What is the bet if you completed Cuphead via S rank? Meaning you have to beat every single boss and finish it with an S rank. That's like equivalent as getting an A+ on regular mode, except this is on expert mode, and Cuphead is known for being a fucking difficult game, and trying to S rank it is like, I won't say it's next to impossible, but it is fucking just brutal. Lucas managed to do it after hours upon hours of attempting these bosses and S ranking them. And he did the deed. And what is my punishment? My punishment, he's going to be streaming this for 1 hour. He got this idea from, these been known as What Culture Wrestling, I believe, where for 1 hour straight, I have to sit down and watch a montage for 1 hour of Mike Myers as the Cat in the Half laughing.
Oh, God.
For 1 fucking hour.
Oh, God, really?
You're not the only one's got to deal with the Cat in the Hat.
Help me, please. Hey, Gary, I can barely hear your audio, but I heard what you said. So that is that. It is this Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Also, another thing, Survey says movie edition. Now, the reason why you don't see it every now and then is because I love to bring this as an actual game show for Brett, what the hell are you doing? As a game show for the Mr. Garrison's Film Reviews channel. But the problem is coming up with the questions themselves. They are so difficult to find, especially if there are actually official, authentic Family Feud survey questions based that have a theme, a movie theme aspect. It is very difficult. And I do what I can to see if I can find anything new. So just bear with me, because you know how on Family Feud they do like maybe 3-4 questions per show. You know, yeah, one question is like one question every 30 seconds for Survey says. So hopefully I can find some more. Just bear with me and I'll see what I can do. Now my last topic, the biggest surprise films of the decade. Now, these are films. Hey, Gary, you should join in on this one.
I could think of some.
What was that? Biggest surprise films of the decade?
Roboto.
Okay, Roboto, and it sounds like you're not speaking in your mic.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's Roboto.
Yeah.
So anyways, okay, here we go. Now, these are films that took you by surprise. At first, you see them, you're just like, okay, this looks really fucking bad. And then when you see, or you're not looking forward to it, you see, you're like, oh, wow, that was like way better than I expected, or it was surprisingly great. And I got a pretty good amount of films on here of what I believe are some of the biggest surprises of the decade. So here we go. You ready?
All right.
Here we go. These are not any particular order except for my number one. All right.
I know what your number one is.
What do you think it is?
No!
Almost. Okay. The Lego Movie. When people saw this, and it's kind of funny because these two guys are the best comedic filmmakers working today. I think they're awesome. Well, Hellboy didn't came out this decade though, Joey. But that is a very surprising film. But the Lego Movie, yeah. And speaking of them, here's another movie that was made by them, and it was awesome. The original movie, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
That's 2009.
Oh, motherfucker. Okay. Romy fucked up.
Thought I was a retard here.
Oh, I know.
Coming from the guy whose butt crack was exposed.
Phil Lord and Christopher Miller. Well, okay. I knew Lego Batman movie was going to be awesome, though. That's the thing, though.
So did I, to be honest.
Another one. Hey, I was about to say it. Hunter Hughes just mentioned it. Goosebumps. Hey, Gary, Goosebumps.
I'm going to say this. I actually cried at the movie.
Yeah, Goosebumps. And another one is Jumanji. Welcome to the Jungle. That one I had so much fucking fun with. I couldn't believe it.
Kenneth Branagh's Cinderella. Kenneth Branagh's Cinderella has to be on.
I knew that was going to be good. That's the thing, though.
It's the thing, though, because Disney has quite a reputation when it comes to remaking their own films. And then that film came out, and I was like, holy shit, this is great.
Oh my god, man, you people are reading my mind. Next one, the original one, The Maze Runner. I didn't think it was going to be that good, and I saw it. I was like, wow. I was surprised. I was really surprised. Next one, Ender's Game.
I haven't seen that one.
That is, okay, very, very underappreciated. And it actually makes sense. The only, no, I had a feeling it was going to be awesome, Daniel, but I can see why some people say it was a surprise because of the horrible thing with, Suicide Squad and batshit for Superfuck. What, Brett?
I was thinking of a movie that should be on the list is what I consider to be this generation's Spinal Tap.
That's on my list. Pop star, never stop, never stopping.
Although to be quite fair, I had a feeling the movie's going to get good reviews because Andy Samberg is usually good when he's not working with Adam Sandler.
Oh, fuck! Oh, my God, fucking cancer. However, I thought this movie was going to suck. And then I saw it, I was like, I know exactly what this movie's doing. And it was fucking funny, man. Oh, my God, it is hysterical.
I have it on Blu-ray, by the way.
Yep. So, Pop Star. Another one, Barbershop 3.
I haven't seen any of the Barbershop films.
Don't bother with the second one. First one's really good. Really good. Third one's amazing. It's excellent. Next one, Girls Trip. A movie I saw last year. Finally, an R-rated comedy that's done right. And Tiffany Haddish, she was hilarious. I love her. Star Trek Beyond. The third Star Trek movie. With the first trailer that came out, even Simon Pegg was like, no, this is not how the movie was. What an amazing tribute to the original Star Trek.
Speaking of which, now I am really interested to check out the Star Trek universe because of what's been announced a few months back.
Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, now I'm going to watch the Star Trek movies and the TV shows.
Phil Lord and Christopher Miller's 21 Jump Street.
I haven't even seen the TV show, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. I've heard of the TV show, and the movie I was just like, really? I don't know. The Shallows, that's actually another good one, be honest with you. Okay, this is a film I thought I was gonna hate when I left. I was surprised.
Coco.
That's actually way higher. The Great Gatsby.
I have it on Blu-ray.
This is a movie that you either love it or hate it. I thought I was gonna hate it. I really did. When I saw it,
it was a lot of fun, man.
After I saw it, I was like, dude. I gave it an 8 out of 10. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, so did I. I think it's my only flaw with the movie is how not fitting the soundtrack is.
At times, yes.
I think this is Baz Luhrmann's best film since Moulin Rouge.
I fucking hated Moulin Rouge.
Oh, it's my top 10 musicals of all time.
Oh, shoot me.
What the hell's going on there, Gary? What the hell?
Oh, that's John. Next one. Damn, this fucking chat. I swear to God, they must be tapping my cam or something right here because that was my next one. Fast 5.
Really
a film I thought was gonna be absolute shit.
What?
And it ends up being one of my favorite action films of the decade. Roboto. Okay. Now 1, 2. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Here are my top 4. Ted. I don't think it was a surprise. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was great.
Dude, he scared the shit.
Roboto.
Oh, I think Ted is one of the hilarious movies of the decade.
Until the final act lost me. I was like, this is stupid.
Oh my god.
Okay, here's my top.
Scared the shit out of me.
Here's my top 4. Next one, Coco.
Still haven't seen it.
Oh my, dude. I don't never say this, but I was fucking balling at the end of this movie. This is the best animated film since Inside Out. And it was on my top 5 best films of the year. It was my number 4. I could not praise this movie enough. I give it a 10 out of 10. Fucking love it. I put it in the top 5 best animated films of the decade. It was that good. Love this movie. Next one. Edge of Tomorrow.
Okay. Here's what I have to say. Here's what I say about Edge of Tomorrow. Ever since when I don't know, when Ghost of the Shell and Death Note came out, people keep saying, "Oh, we'll never get a good anime based film." Did you just suddenly forget about Edge of Tomorrow?
Yeah, because Edge of Tomorrow is based off of a manga, right?
Yeah, it's based off of a manga known as All You Need Is Kill.
All You Need Is, yep.
Dude, showing you can't make movies based off anime.
Well, not only that, it's one of my favorite action films of the decade. It's one of my favorite Tom Cruise films ever.
And some people are saying that Edge of Tomorrow doesn't count because it's not as well known as Death Note and Ghost in the Shell. You fucking kidding me? It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter how well known it is. It feels like, okay, not too many people know that Turok Dinosaur Hunter, that's based off a graphic novel.
And you know what? We're getting another anime-based film, and one I'm looking forward to, and it's by Robert Rodriguez and co-written by James Cameron.
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. Edge of Tomorrow is a science fiction masterpiece. I love this movie so fucking much. It should have been nominated for Best Screenplay and Best Picture. I'm sorry. It was my number 5 best film of the year. Fucking loved it. Next one. My number 2. There was 2 films I was talking mad shit before they came out. One was Transformers, and the other one was Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I'm just like, dude, this movie looks like absolute shit. And guess what? After I saw it, I didn't move for 10 minutes after it was over. I couldn't believe what the fuck I watched. Gary, shh. I couldn't believe what I watched. And it ended up being my number 2 best film of the year. All right. My biggest surprise film of the year. I did not know what to expect of this movie. I thought the trailers made this movie. What did I say? Of the year?
Year.
My bad. Of the decade, I couldn't praise this movie enough. And originally, I didn't know what to think, but after I saw it, I was like, dude, this is one of the greatest films of this genre. And it's the best horror film of the decade. My biggest surprise, The Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah, that was a great one. Speaking of which,
I love you, Drew Goddard. You are fucking awesome. I love your script in The Martian. This guy is a force to be fucking working with, and I cannot wait to see his next film.
Bad Times.
That is all my topics. What's up, buddy?
Bad Times at the El Royale. That's his next film.
Bad Times at the El Royale. Yep.
And his
Oh shit! I'm sorry, C.A. Cougar. Oh, I missed a couple more. Hold on a minute. John Wick is another one, and World War Z. Yep. I thought it was going to be shit, and after I saw it, I was like, wow, this was really good. Especially with all the shit. They had to rewrite the fucking third act of the movie. Yeah, really liked World War Z. And John Wick, a film that I thought was going to be... I know Hunter Hughes, but here's the difference. Okay, I know about that Hunter Hughes, but here's the difference. Cabin in the Woods, yeah, it was written in 3 days. However, there's concept, there's tribute, there's amazing Easter eggs throughout the film, and you know what the film it's doing. It's actually poking fun of the cliches while honoring them, and the movie stands out not only as an amazing horror comedy, but as an original piece of brilliant filmmaking. Mother was written by an asshole who wanted to fucking vent on the world. Because that's how pissed off he was. He even said it in the articles. There's a big difference. Okay. I am all done with my...
There's a couple of films that I could think of, and both of them came out last year. First up is Captain Underpants. I thought that movie was gonna be terrible, but based on the trailer, I was laughing my ass off throughout the film.
It was terrible.
Which one again? I didn't hear
Captain
it.
Underpants. Captain Underpants.
And
another one that came out last year. I thought it was gonna be terrible based on the studio and its reputation, and then I saw the movie and it's a one-hit wonder for them. Wonder Woman.
You know what? Like I said, I can expect people to have that high on the list. Me, I knew it was going to be awesome because of Patty Jenkins. Okay, Bear?
I'm all right.
What are you doing?
That's why I'm excited and skeptical at the same time for Aquaman.
Well, yeah, James Wan.
Yeah, as long as DC doesn't fuck with James Wan.
Thank you, Hunter Hughes. Dude, like I said, Gary and I did episode 25. I don't know how many times I have to say that. Okay, Brett, the floor is yours. I'm all done.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are just at the halfway point of our show, ladies and gentlemen. So, we got an hour to go before 9 o'clock. So, Brady, whatever the hell you got, let's make it worth.
I'm gonna go over these
thingy.
I'm gonna go over these Blu-rays real quick. First off, we have here is a classic 80s romance movie starring an actor that became a household name in the 80s. What actors do people think of when they think of 80s actors? They think of either Patrick Swayze, they think of Tom Cruise, and they think of Kevin Bacon. And there's this other actor they think of when they think of the 80s, John Cusack. Say anything.
Sorry.
People, make that a fucking GIF.
That is the greatest. I am happy with that pickup. That is a phenomenal coming of age film that I like. And by the way, for coming of age films, the 80s did it better.
I have to agree. Did Stand By Me come out in the 80s?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it did.
Yep, and so did earlier on, like American Graffiti.
Yeah. 80s. See, the 80s, those earlier decades knew how to do a coming of age film. And
hey, Gary. C.A. Cougar says it's my favorite romance film of all time. I love it, love it, love it, love it.
You know what? I am proud of that pickup. Continue,
Ryan O'Toole said, I came in right when the screaming began. Oh my God, Ryan! If you know how to do GIFs, make that scream a GIF for me, please. I appreciate it.
Say Anything contains some of the best romance with John Cusack and what's her
name? In your eyes.
And Cameron Crowe, one of my favorite filmmakers.
Yep, I like Cameron Crowe. He's really good.
Up until he did Aloha.
I don't know. Did he do Almost Famous?
That's my favorite of his.
God, it's such a good fucking movie.
And Jerry Maguire. It's such a great film.
Oh, what the fuck happened to him? Like, Aloha was beyond garbage.
And he did an underrated family film, We Bought a Zoo.
That's actually not bad.
Yeah. I really love saying anything. Cameron Crowe, please make a better film than Aloha, for Christ's sake.
Oh my, Gary, hey, Gary Bear, MC Deadpool just did the... he just did the GIF!
Right.
Yeah, Say Anything? Yeah, Peter Gabriel.
Okay.
And I knew who he was before the movie, Gary Bear, you asshole.
I'm just gonna say anything.
All right.
See what I did there? I wasn't gonna say anything. Yeah.
All right. Next we have here is a classic Robin Williams movie. This is a big breakout in dramatic parts, even though there's still a lot of humor in this film. Good Morning Vietnam.
Vietnam, great movie.
Of course, it still got some great Rob Williams improvs when he does his radio talk show. Great, but it also shows his dramatic side. And this is a great film. And
you know what? I believe, didn't Robert Williams say he wanted to work with Christopher Nolan again after Insomnia?
Did he?
I think he did. And to be honest with you, I think Robert Williams could have made a great Joker. Think about it. My favorite performance of Robin Williams, I thought he should have been nominated. 1 hour photo.
Oh, that's one of his best roles.
I think that's his best performance.
I think it's between Fisher King and Dead Poet Society.
That's another good one.
This is directed by Barry Levinson. One of my, he's no longer the Barry Levinson we know and love.
When he makes a movie about removing dog shit.
When he did Envy, and we did one of Bill Murray's worst ones, Rock the Casbah.
Oh, that was Lucas's worst film of the year.
Yeah, I remember that. So I don't know what that'll happen to Barry Levinson.
I don't either.
Same with Rob Reiner. What the hell happened to you?
I told you why. Dude, I told you, Rob Reiner was the Christopher fucking Nolan of his time. He did so many genres, and they're all phenomenal.
Right, then he did North.
And then he did one of the, it's in my top 15 worst films of all time, North.
Right.
And also, Rob Reiner, wasn't he on, what's that television show with Archie Bunker? All in the Family, one of the greatest television shows ever. Oh, god damn it, Gary. Yeah, his name is Archie fucking Bunker. Bunker! You asshole. Okay, Good Morning Vietnam. Really good movie. Very good.
You know what? Forrest Whitaker is in this movie. God, that is 2 Vietnam movies in a row he did.
Oh yeah, he was in Platoon.
Yeah.
What's next?
All right, next up here is a Disney film that is pretty cute and harmless, but actually pretty heartfelt. Fox and the Hound.
Oh, I think Luke Nukem loves this movie. There's a scene in the movie where, it's so heartbreaking. It's towards the end.
Heartbreaking? Heartbreaking.
Heartbreaking.
God. As you are!
Stupid, man. Go ahead, Brady. I apologize for the retard in this.
And it also comes with Fox and the Hound, too. But you see this right here? I love how it says Fox and the Hound. And then right here it says, and all that Fox and the Hound. It says Fox and the Hound, too, right here, like it doesn't mean shit.
One of the depressing Disney films. Yeah, it's towards the end. That was,
And this movie had Kurt Russell when he was still a Disney star. And then right after he did Fox and the Hound, he went on to do the best horror remake ever.
Yeah. The Thing.
Yeah. And Mickey Rooney's in it too. But and he was really good in the movie. This was I think this is when Kurt Russell was starting to leave his Disney era, his Disney side.
Yep. He was in a movie called The Strongest Man in the World.
No. This came out the exact same year as a certain other Kurt Russell movie, also directed by John Carpenter.
Escape from New York?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah. All right. But Fox and the Hound, really good. This film. Oh, and Fox and the Hound, too. Like it says right here. Like, it doesn't mean shit.
I never saw the sequel.
Neither did I. But I don't care. And quite frankly, the Blu-ray doesn't care either. Next is a movie I haven't seen yet, but I've heard really good things about it. Antoine Fisher.
Oh, with Denzel Washington.
Yeah, his directorial debut.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I bought it is not because I heard good things about it. It's because after Fences, I want to see what else he has done as a filmmaker.
Yeah, Fences was really good. I mean, I can just watch Denzel Washington having a conversation all day. That's how entertaining it was.
Oh, yeah.
Denzel's a fucking pimp.
Oh, I love him so much. I Heard Good Things, and it's written by the real life person, the real Antoine Fisher.
Yes, based on a true person. My favorite Denzel Washington, I want to say performance, but movie, Glory. That to me is a 6 out of 5 film.
My favorite performance, even though, actually, my favorite performance.
Malcolm X. Yep, he should have won. Thank you.
That was a sympathy award for Al Pacino. That was a sympathy.
That's exactly what it was.
All right. Well, yeah, Antoine Fisher. I still haven't seen it. I need to see it though, I guess. Next year is a movie that was my #1 good movie of 2016. Not my business, but it's my #1 good movie of that year. That is Steven Spielberg's The BFG.
Very underrated movie. It's sad that the movie bombed as bad as it did.
How can a Steven Spielberg movie bomb? I mean, why would you not watch a Steven Spielberg movie, for Christ's sake? What's wrong with you people?
I have no idea. Then again, you know what else bombed that year? And it was heartbreaking. Kubo and the Two Strings.
Oh, Kubo. I was thinking Pop Star Never Stop, Never Stopping.
Oh, fuck, that bombed too?
Yeah, that bombed.
God damn, man. But yeah, the BFG, I think it's underappreciated.
Not one of
Spielberg's best films, but it's still a pretty underrated Spielberg.
Yeah, I agree. The big fucking gun. This ain't Doom.
Mark Rylance is terrific as the big fucking giant.
I thought, yeah, he was the highlight.
Yeah, and Ruby Barnhill, I hope she gets more work. Because she's really good as a child actress. I think she's doing something this year. Is she? I forgot what she's doing. But anyway, the BFG also has some really good motion capture performances.
I cannot wait for the sequel, the BFG 9000.
Yeah.
I know, I can't help it.
BFG is a really underrated Spielberg movie. I already talked about it in my review. Not much to say there.
And wondering why I have my headphones on, because I have them come from the speakers, and I just talk into this because I was tired of wearing them. As you work it, Mr. Brady Boo.
And last Blu-ray I have here is a Steven Soderbergh film.
Okay, I'm 50-50 with Steven Soderbergh. Hopefully it's one of the good ones.
And this one is a movie where you think to yourself, wow, this is the most hardcore PG-13 movie that Soderbergh has ever done, and that is Contagion.
That's one of the ones I really like. Thank you. This movie's kind of scary. And you know the truth about this movie? I was watching this, and there was like a guy, like sitting way over there. He started really coughing really bad. I'm just like, should I fucking leave?
I would have done so.
Yeah, talk about coincidence.
So Steven Soderbergh is always great with ensemble casts, and this is one of those ensemble films he does really good with. And this is a movie where you think to yourself, wow, this got away with a PG-13 rating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He also did a movie called Side Effects, another really good one.
It came out No, it didn't. Well, it
came out the following year, I believe.
This is written by Scott Z. Burns. Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Who also worked with Steven Soderbergh on other films, including Side Effects. I bet you Steven Soderbergh wrote his films.
I think the exact same thing.
I think I got to piss.
Take a piss. Go pee then, you fucking gimp.
I'll go later once Bretty's done.
All right. Contagion, great film, and I cannot wait to see Unsane, where Steven Soderbergh films with an iPhone.
I'm not too sure about that movie, but I'll wait and see.
It looks like Contagion filled with an iPhone.
Like I said, I'm 50-50 with Steven Soderbergh. Sometimes I love him, sometimes I hate him.
I need to get into more critically acclaimed ones like Traffic and Ocean's 11.
Ocean's 11 is my favorite, hands down. Fucking love it.
Oh, Out of Sight with George Clooney. Need to get that one as well.
All right.
Hey, my nephew's done Samurai Shampoo.
What do you got next, good sir?
Oh, those are all my Blu-rays.
Oh, okay then. Well, what's your next topic?
Okay, I have a top. Thanks to MC Deadpool for bringing this up on Facebook. Okay.
Yeah, boy.
So after the Bumblebee movie, it seems that Paramount is making a good choice by rebooting the Transformers films. Now, here's what I have to say. As long as he is not involved, I'd be fine with it.
As long as Aaron Kruger and Michael Buttfucker is, or Michael Butthole is not in this thing.
Here's the thing. Now, I can't say I've grown up with the Transformers action figures, and I never really seen the TV shows. But however, I would like to see a Transformers movie that's like the cartoon, where it's all campy and cheesy and being self-aware.
Either that or make it like, well, actually, someone already did. Guillermo del Toro, Pacific Rim.
Well, that movie tried to be serious anyway.
Well,
and I couldn't care for anyone.
Still, way fucking better than goddamn Transformers, man.
Well, that is, I'll take that any day. But yeah, I wanted the Transformers movie to take place in space, like how the TV show was mainly set. Even though there are some Earth elements in it, but it was a good balance of space and Earth.
Okay.
And it was being campy. It knows what it is. Unlike the movies where it has tonal inconsistency.
Not only that, but it's got some of the worst fucking comic relief ever.
Yeah, damn. That's all I gotta say. You know, as long as fuckface isn't involved, then maybe this new Transformers reboot can be good.
Well, according to him, he said the fifth one was his final film, but he said the same thing for 3 and 4.
Yeah, contradiction much.
For the love of God, do not hire this guy ever again.
I told you, I like him when he does, you know, like smaller independent type films or creative, such as, you know, the original. Lacey, what are you doing? Like the original Bad Boys, Pain and Gain, or
13 Hours. The Rock.
13 Hours, or the first 2/3 of The Island.
And what about The Rock? Don't forget The Rock.
I hated it. I didn't care for The Rock. It's the same old Michael Bay blockbuster stupid bullshit.
At least it's being self-aware.
It's got some of the worst dialogue I've ever heard.
Winners go home, fuck the prom queen.
Okay, the best thing about it was Sean Connery. He was awesome.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Pain and Gain was hilarious, dude.
I fucking hate Pain and Gain. Anyways, so that's that. Now I have a bit of a trailer discussion here.
Oh, I'm all ears.
And it is a trailer that when people saw this trailer, like, yes, I can't wait. And I was excited for this trailer. I was saying to myself, well, I did not like what he gave us in 2015, so I don't know if this will be a good uphill climb from there. I'm talking about Brad Bird. Incredibles 2.
Okay.
Here's what I have to say about the trailer of Incredibles 2. People were like, oh, this looks so great. I'm so okay, here's the vibe I got from the trailer. Now, I know it's only trailer, but here's the vibe I got from the trailer. Now, it looks like Helen Hunt as Elastigirl will be doing the hero work for the most part, which I'd be fine with. However, from what I got from the trailer, it looks like the hero side, whenever we cut to her, it's gonna be like only like 1 or 2 minutes. While throughout most of the film, it's just Craig T. Nelson as Mr. Incredible looking after his kids.
Well, I think Brad Bird, now, okay, this is what I'd say about the man in general. As a filmmaker, I think he's fucking talented. I think he's amazing. But as a person, he said something that pissed me the fuck off. I mean,
about video games, yeah.
Yeah, saying they're not art. He pulled a Roger Ebert. I was like, you know what? Fuck you. Guess who was inspired by video games to make movies? Damien Chazelle.
And you know who is one of the biggest.
God damn it.
And you know who is one of the biggest gamers in the filmmaking industry? Steven Spielberg.
Steven fucking Spielberg.
I saw him playing Wii with Shigeru Miyamoto.
Why do you think he took Ready Player One? Because it was like a tribute to classic 80s and most of his work. And gaming. Yeah, so Brad Bird, as a person, he could fuck off, but as a filmmaker, he is. I think Tomorrowland's so underrated, but
I hated Tomorrowland. That's a with Tomorrowland, there's no way you can go from up and on stuff. I don't know if maybe Incredibles 2. It has to be better than Tomorrowland though, but I don't know if Incredibles 2 can live up to the first Incredibles.
Hey Gary, what are you doing?
I gotta go pee.
What? What did he say?
He has
Gotta pee.
Go fucking pee then. Okay, according to Count Victor, he says Incredibles 2, from what I heard, is Disney is trying to keep it secret.
Okay, I like that. Maybe that's why they made the trailer look so, I don't know. But then I'm not saying, well, it does look funny. When Mr. Incredible is trying to look after Jack's like, I can't keep giving him cookies. That does look funny. But if most of the film is just Mr. Incredible looking after his kids, and there's only like 1 or 2 minutes of each cut to Elastigirl,
You're right.
doing the hero work.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm scared about. That's what I'm scared about.
I can understand why. I still have faith because remember, this is a sequel we've been waiting for since 2004. So was that 14 years? 14 years. We've been waiting for a sequel.
Right.
And they're bringing back everyone back. They have to nail it. If they fuck this up, this is going to be the biggest, the backlash. I don't even want to imagine, because the original's the first Incredibles is a masterpiece.
Yeah, dude.
My number 2 best film of 2004.
Yeah, man. If they end up fucking up the Incredibles,
Roboto.
How about now?
That's better.
Much better.
If they end up making the Incredibles too shitty, then it is gonna be dude. People are gonna get fucking pissed. Everyone's.
I'm not expecting shitty, but if it doesn't, if it turns to be just good at best, then that would be a big disappointment.
Dude,
Billy R said it was his number 3. Okay, MC said it was number 3. Billy R said it best. Do you think Pixar would make us wait 14 years and make it shit? Absolutely.
They would. Or would it?
No, do you think Pixar would make us wait 14 years and give us shit?
Oh my god. By the way, Joey K. I'm sorry.
Oh, Joey Acacia with that picture.
I fucking love it. I love it. That's funny. Go
hey, you know what? We waited like God knows how many years for Duke Nukem Forever. So what do we get out of that? Exactly.
God, fucking mighty.
I feel this to be like the Duke Nukem Forever of Pixar films.
Don't say that, please. Please. That game is for pussies. Your ass, your face. What's the difference?
Fucking Christ, dude.
John's like, John, I don't know if I'm as good as him because he does the voice for Duke Nukem, but number 2, Team America War Police. That's one of my favorite comedies. Ugh.
Oh, by the way, speaking of Jerome, what do you think of John Cena playing Duke?
Oh my! Oh, hold on. Oh God! Oh God! Jesus! Ass slapping, titty flipping, tap dancing. Holy motherfucking pearl! That sounded like a deep zipper that needs some WD-40.
Go ahead, Brady. I apologize.
It sounded like you're getting your ass off of a leather couch.
I'm sorry, Brady. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He was just like, it was like, what the fuck?
Go ahead, Brad. I'm sorry.
Yes. I was asking you, Jerome, what do you think of John Cena playing the Duke?
Okay. He has the look. I will say that. He has the look, but does he have the acting skills? I don't. He's going to be in a movie called Blockers. It's my number 2 most at least anticipated film of the year. And Gary's still laughing from that fucking explosion he just unleashed from his ass. That goddamn nuke. I can see reason why some people may be for because he's got the look, but I can't fucking stand John Cena. God
You know, if a Roddy Piper was still alive, he would have played Duke.
Well, look at the line he gave it. That was such an inspiration that, you know, because Duke Nukem is like a compilation of like so many action heroes put into one. Where do you think that came from? Roddy fucking Piper, man. I wish he was still alive making movies because he's a badass.
Right. Nice. Wait, why were you talking about the Duke Nukem? You were talking about The Incredibles 2.
We went from Incredibles 2, and then we were talking about. Well, that was actually a topic. John Cena is being considered to be playing as fucking the live action Duke Nukem. I'm just like, oh my god. Fucking shoot me.
Alright. But yeah, Incredibles 2, well, I made that comparison because like Incredibles 2, judging by how long we have to wait and being scared about it could be the Duke Nukem Forever of Pixar films.
Yeah, true. Hey, but it still was a movie topic.
Yeah, exactly. But so yeah, I'm hoping that, it does the trailer justice. The movie itself does the trailer justice, and I hope maybe for the most part in the movie, it's Elastigirl doing quite a bit of hero work.
Yep.
Whereas in the trailer, it gave me the vibe like we're only gonna get like a minute or two of Elastigirl, but for the most part, we're gonna see Mr. Incredible looking after his kids.
We're just gonna have to wait and see. And as far as holy shit, your yawn's contagious. As far as like Duke Nukem as a movie, you know what they should do? Make it like a badass action parody comedy.
They did that. They did that. It was called Doom the movie, and that.
No. That's not a parody or nothing. That movie is just shit. Yeah, it's called the Bioforce gun. And they're like, oh, that's a big fucking gun. Fuck you. It's the big fucking, or you call it the BMFG, the big motherfucking gun. Make it like Deadpool. Thank you. Make Duke Nukem just like Deadpool.
Oh, can John Cena break the fourth wall?
Yeah, he does it all. He does it all the time in wrestling. It's called burying people. Zing! Oh no!
What?
Count Victor says it's too late. Platinum Dunes is making the Duke Nukem movie. Oh.
Fuckface is making Duke Nukem.
Hey, Platinum Dunes. I'll tell you what. Oh, I call them aluminum dunes.
The only movie I like from them is of all things is the Pringle to Ouija.
Okay. What was that other movie? The time traveling movie?
Oh yeah, Project Almanac.
That wasn't. I thought that was just decent. That was decent. I didn't think it was great. I just like, okay, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But yeah, the best film is Ouija 2. Why? Mike the motherfucking man Flanagan. I love Mike Flanagan. He's awesome.
God. Anyways, so yeah, that's my thoughts on the trailer of Incredibles 2. I hope the movie is great. I hope the movie does the trailer justice. Now I have a movie to.
I saw her earlier today, man. Oh boy.
All I have to say is, thank God these fucking movies are done. Now I want to see what these two actors are going to do in their careers next. Because I know they can be good actors. I'm talking about 50 Shades Freed, if you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Or as I call it, and some people adapt it, 50 Shits Fucked.
Okay, here's what I have to say. This movie is like Breaking Down Part 1. Where for the
Hold that thought. Brett, hold that thought, because no joke, this is what I said to Austin and Gary. This movie is like if you took I call it Breaking Wind. If you took Breaking Wind 1 and 2 and put them together.
Right. This movie is just, for the most part, it's just Anastasia and Christian talking about problem acting their lives, and they solve it by what else?
Okay. This is all they do. And for 95% of the time. I'm not kidding you. This is all there. Here's the 4 things they do. They argue, they go out, they go on vacation, they fuck. Rinse and repeat. That is the entire goddamn movie. This movie is pointless.
And then and other times, the movie tries to go die hard on us by having Anastasia's ex-boss trying to blow up the building. But here's the thing, though. That never comes to play again. Until...
Dude, okay. When it tries to have a plot, which is like 10 minutes of the movie, which is towards the end, and the motivation behind it is pretty fucking bad.
Right. And then later at the end, the movie decides to have a plot when spoiler, I don't give a fuck, when Anastasia's ex-boss calls her because he kidnaps her friend, and Anastasia's like, "Give me back my friend." No, she doesn't say that, but if she did, that would be fucking hilarious if she actually did.
Well, that's okay. This subplot involving the ex-boss, it's only 10 minutes. It's 10 minutes long.
Oh, speaking of subplots, Jesus Christ!
Oh my God, the car scene with the car scene and the song they played and what happens after. I'm just like, holy shit! It's got one of the worst scenes of the year and one of the worst lines of dialogue I've heard in a while.
If that song
ended, let me guess. Is it this particular line? I checked your email address. It bounced.
No, it's worse than that.
I won't spoil it. Spoilers. I didn't see the movie yet.
Well then, okay. It involves boobs.
Let's just say the scene was horrible. The quote was horrible. That's it. There you go.
Okay, not only that, but the worst scene in the movie involves ice cream.
I like ice cream.
I'm gonna say my. I know. Wait, Aaliyah says sorry. I had to take a dump.
Welcome to my world, sweetheart.
Yes, Count Victor. That car scene and what happens afterwards. I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? Joe Acacia says, Gary, do I have to make another meme about you and your cats?
Actually, that would be a good idea. I don't mind.
But
I don't mind.
This movie is beyond garbage, Brett. Okay, the scene that pissed me off was it's another spoiler. Let's just say it involves another human being. Yet one's like, I'm not ready for that. I'm not either.
I'm so. Yeah. You were. What do you think was gonna happen when you keep doing it?
It's called Sex 101, motherfuckers. Let me tell you something. February. Oh my God! It happened on this day, February 25th, 10 years ago. I got a no scalpel vasectomy, right? It's called responsibility.
And Anastasia.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Anastasia is.
She's gullible as fuck. Christian Grey is a fucking dickhead, a controlling dickhead.
Yeah, this is why there's some of the worst romance in film history, because she's not into it. He's an asshole. Why am I supposed to buy in this relationship? This isn't like Gone Girl, where they're both playing each other off really well. No, they're just being fucking idiots.
Well, not only Gone Girl played well, it took a twist that no one expected. And with this fucking movie, there's a sequence where it involves a blonde architect. Oh my God.
I know the blonde lady. I already know there's gonna be shit going on with her in this film. I predicted it.
She's in it for one scene of the movie. That's it. And it was fucking awful. And I'm not kidding you. Dude, 95% of the time, arguing, they go out, they're on vacation, or they fuck. This whole movie feels like a goddamn music video. That's pretty much what it is.
Now here's what I'm saying. Even though this movie is aggravating to watch, they're all aggravating. I will say that 50 Shades Darker is still the worst one of the trilogy.
I agree. I still think 50 Shades Darker is the worst, but that's not saying much.
And this movie just suddenly decided to recap the previous films at the end because Just a show
Dude, you remember what I told you, that this is like Twilight Breaking Wind parts 1 and 2 put together? It pulls a Twilight Breaking Wind part 2 in this fucking movie.
Oh, thank God there's no part 2 for this one.
This movie's fucking garbage. Absolute rubbish.
This movie is a complete and utter.
Yeah, something that Gary did.
This is the first movie I ever used for this. Because again, goodbye, generic as hell, blank out of 10 ratings. I'm done with you.
Oh, fuck that movie. That was before The Other Woman. There was that garbage film. Fuck that bullshit movie.
What movie?
John Tucker Must Die.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, fuck it. It's like The Other Woman, but before it. Oh, Cena Cougar hated it. Cena Cougar and Luke Nukem were struggling to get through this.
So,
that's why I always called it, Aaliyah, Twilight Breaking Wind.
So, that was my review of the 50 Shades Raid, and those are all my topics.
Understood, Mr. Gepper.
Sir.
Mr. Gepper!
What do you want?
Did you not hear what Brett said?
He's finished?
Yeah, I'm finished, Mike.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
you're
gonna finish
finished.
on your. He's gonna finish on your face if you don't pay attention, you dumb
we're
shit.
finished. We got a half an hour left within 9 o'clock, so I guess it's time to wrap it up.
Yay.
So anyways, folks, thank you all for tuning in for the next episode of Flicks with the Dicks for you all. I hope you all had a shitty time, which means it was great. So within that time span, I thank you all for tuning in as always, and thank you for the trolls for giving me the 19 dislikes because it helped us out a lot within the viewership.
Hey man, you're just like I said before. It's the same thing I told about Luke Nukem or the people on our Fisted Anus review. You're just giving us support and giving us your viewership. So
this episode's
joke's on you. You're the dumb shit.
And I'm gonna be having a good paycheck by the end of the week. So anyways, there we go with that. So as always, folks, I hope you all had yourself a great time. Tune in next Sunday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It depends if we're going to have a guest or not for episode number 38. So, as always, folks, please subscribe for more bullshit to come as always. And, ciao for now. Take it away, boys.
Thank you all so much for tuning in for Flicks of the Dicks. And thank you for tuning in to see my Blu-rays and hear my review of 50 Shades Freed, well, ours and Jerome's review of 50 Shades Freed, as well as ours and Jerome's review of Paul Thomas Anderson's latest Phantom Thread. And stay tuned for more to come. And subscribe to my channel where I am marathon through all the Kingdom Hearts games leading up to Kingdom Hearts 3. I already finished Kingdom Hearts 1, Chain of Memories 2, and 358 over 2 days. Now I'm in the middle of Birth by Sleep. And thank you guys so much for watching, and happy birthday to Gary.
It's not my birthday though.
I know, but I just want to say because I want to be the first. I want to be the first person of the year to wish you happy birthday.
For fuck's sakes! Are you
Guess
serious?
what? Yes, he is the first person to wish me happy birthday.
Roboto.
He is the first person.
Roboto.
He is the first person.
Roboto.
He is the first person to say happy birthday to me, and I appreciate it. Well, thank you, even though it's not yet my birthday and we still got a long way to go.
I just want to get a head start. I just want to beat everyone, so
you win. All right, folks, as always, ciao for now.
Excuse me!
No, fuck you. I'm going to go beat off.
Fuck you, too.
Fuck you. I'm going to go beat off. All right?
Thank you.
Sucker.
And, well, hey, it takes one to know one, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just fucking knew it. That concludes episode 37 of Flicks with the Dicks. Tune in next week for episode 38. We might have a guest on. We never know. Hope I can bring back Survey Says if I can find enough questions. And thank you all for tuning in to this episode. Everybody in the live chat. Billy Robinson says happy birthday, Jerome. And thank you for the trolls because you're just supporting my ass.
You're us together.
I'm speaking first person. Asshole.
Fuck your first person together.
And speaking of first person, once again, motherfuck Christian Grey and Anastasia Steele. because they're two fucktards who piss me off with their stupidity, ridiculousness, and just goddamn bullshit. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go and look at some sweet, hot MILF, redhead, anal porn starring Tiffany Minks.